Wow. Obviously, today is... Oh, you guys didn't have your headphones on because I'm like...
We got more bodega music?
Because he's in the crates.
Yeah?
Like he's at the Spanish crate.
Oh, man.
In the crate.
I feel a crate. It smells like a crate of plantains and yuca.
Spark FM, el punto.
El punto. Oh my God.
Sábado.
Sábado, we got this.
I mean, that might work.
Spark FM.
Bro.
Last night in my dream, we were Spark FM 23.7 or something like that. And I was like, oh.
I don't think the stations go that low.
That's old school AM.
That's AM in the AM.
1094. Spark FM 1090. Bringing AM specifically. Good morning, everybody. It is Cinco de Mayo.
Wepa.
Yeah.
Hey, we are half Hispanic. We can do that.
Yeah.
Para Duolingo.
Which we are not. In any way, shape, or form.
Unlingual.
Come through, take a shot, and share the live. I mean, don't come through here because we ain't got enough. We only got a little bit, so you can't have none.
We ain't got it yet.
Bring your own. We hoping that we get a little swig of it.
Yes, if you come through, bring tequila.
Tequila.
I know we sound like a Dominican liquor store right now, but
No, seriously. Where's the bread with the cat on top of it?
Yo. We need a bodega cat.
That bodega cats really be helping you. I'm looking for some meow. Brand.
You're walking into bodegas and they smell like
Cat.
Doja Cat.
Nah, see, that's what I can't do that.
I feel, speaking of Doja Cat, I feel like Doja Cat is our Lady Gaga.
Yes.
I feel like, Lady Gaga was our Lady Gaga. I think she's like...
Well, I'm talking about white versus not white.
Yes.
She's like, she's eclectically the ethnic Lady Gaga. She's just out there.
Yeah,
It doesn't matter. She can be regular one day and she can be in a piece of meat the next day.
Yeah.
So I think that is, I think that's her thing.
Yeah. And it's not like she supports herself with the gimmicks. Like, she's actually pretty talented too. So,
she's super talented, like super talented.
Yeah, she is.
I love her. Good morning, everybody checking in. I see you guys starting to trickle in. How y'all doing? It's Fire Up Friday and Cinco de Mayo Friday. Today, Mike Nice, fire it up. Fire up your chest. Have a shot of tequila. Feliz Cinco de Mayo. Wepa. Good morning, Janet. Good morning, Schneider. Good morning, LaWanda and Mike. Nice to see you guys up here. Hey, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you.
It's on Sunday.
Birthday.
Birthday.
Happy early birthday. Happy
Friday.
early birthday.
Well, fine.
This is your birthday on the radio.
This is your pre-birthday.
Yo, Spark FM birthday.
Yes, your Spark FM birthday. We got to get it to you before. And we'll sing again on Monday.
I didn't give my grandmother her birthday shout out.
Happy heavenly birthday.
On Wednesday. So, yes, happy heavenly birthday to my grandmother. She would have been 94.
Wow.
Still making chicken.
She would have been 94.
Yo, that generation of Hondurans was wild, bro.
Yeah.
Hey.
I miss them.
We still got a few. Still got a few.
Nah, but we don't got like the house parties, you know what I mean?
Oh,
like
I know.
I
know.
Yo, people are wild disrespectful in the internet. Look at this.
Wow.
What is it?
Wow.
Happy N-word de Mayo. We just
Negro
drank.
de Mayo.
We just drunk as AF. And you can get, and it has a tequila, it has a Kool-Aid, and a Black and Mild.
That is highly disrespectful.
And watermelon.
And there's a watermelon too.
That is.
And a watermelon too.
We not Mexican, but we like to drink. Who want to host?
Yo, who made Isaiah Washington, whatever his name, he made that? Him and Tucker Carlson came together.
What was Isaiah Washington bitching about yesterday?
Something.
Grey's Anatomy.
It's in our thing.
Oh.
Where did he come from?
Good question. That is the $1 million
where you
question
come
right
from
there.
all of a sudden with all your foolishness, Isaiah Washington? What is your problem?
Like Grey's Anatomy was literally 20 years ago, bro. Go on and sit down.
Seriously. I mean, it's still on, ain't it?
Mm-hmm. Yes, Grey's Anatomy at that point has to be the longest running medical show in history.
Wait, it's
it's still going.
New England. What's that thing back? General Hospital.
That's still running.
No, that's soap opera.
But it's still.
It's not real. Like,
it don't got nothing to do with the hospital.
Yeah, it don't have none of damn
You're
thing
right.
to do with it. They just be in the hospital every once in a while, and somebody got to die.
Why? Yeah. I feel like they used to be in the hospital a lot more back in the day. Now they just be doing
In somebody's living room.
Yeah, they always
Talking,
in somebody's living room.
sitting down and crying.
And everything is shocking. Like,
Where do you even watch soap operas?
Yes.
Is that a
on
thing?
Channel 5.
Channel 5.
I think your
Ask
mother.
she still records
Yes,
stuff.
My mother watches nothing when it airs. She records everything. Her DVR is constantly full.
She done tape it.
She tapes it on the
I got
DVR.
tape it.
Take the stream that you could just
Tape it for me.
watch.
She got nothing.
And why isn't soap operas on streaming networks yet?
I think
Like
they
why can't I see it on HBO at 12 o'clock?
I mean, you can definitely see it on Hulu.
Oh, yeah,
Everything's on
Hulu.
Hulu.
That's
Wants to
true.
see soap operas though.
It's fun, Tristan. You know, it's not bad.
man.
When Tyler Perry had the haves and have-nots and Sister Girls and stuff, them was some good things. It's the same things.
Yeah, those are my soap operas. I like the black joints. I like the Tyler Perrys with the bad wigs.
I buried you alive. How could you not be dead?
Dun, dun, dun.
Mad dramatic.
After 16 months, we found you. It was literally yesterday.
Can you go in the kitchen and make pancakes and eggs? You want me to make eggs? Okay.
I am secretly your Siamese twin that you never knew you had.
Literally. At birth.
Exactly.
At birth, we were connected together.
Siamese twin you didn't know.
You had.
We are Siamese, if you please. Well, let me see. How you guys
Updates?
doing? How you guys
Updates?
excited for anything for the weekend? What's going on? How's your lives?
I'm looking forward to the weekend. Today is Cinco De Mayo. We're having tacos and tequila at this evening in preparation for Dee Dee's big birthday celebration. Well, the one part of Dee Dee's big birthday celebration because she's got
Where are you guys going to get
weekend.
tacos and tequila at?
At home.
Oh,
The best tacos.
At home. Homemade tacos be better than
yes.
100%.
outside tacos. A lot
El
of the time.
Taqueria is really good.
Taqueria is really good.
Fish tacos.
Oh yes, them fish
Shrimp
tacos
tacos.
is crazy over there at the El Taqueria.
A little shrimp taco. I had a fish tostada the other day from Chila Cates.
Really? Did you?
It was
What's
nice.
a tostada? Yeah, because
It's
I
like
always
an enchilada.
It's an enchilada.
A Honduran enchilada.
So how do they do? They
So
put the fish,
the
in
little crispy round
thing.
tortilla. They put beans on theirs though, so it's refried beans and the fish. And then there's lettuce, tomato, crema. Yeah, they don't put no slice of egg on it like how we do,
Yeah.
but they
No
yeah.
cabbage.
No.
Second of all,
I think mine did that. I think mine was cabbage instead of lettuce though.
I hope our family is listening. Why the hell we ain't made no enchiladas in a long ass time? We haven't
Exactly.
had those in about 7-8 years.
Cause it's time for us to make them. They was making them when
You haven't had an enchilada in how long?
Okay, maybe it's about 2 years, but
But your mom be cooking. So.
but we gotta make them. We the
We
generation.
the generation to make them. Like we need to be out there making food.
Well, let's make them. We made pastelitos the other day. Well,
Oh y'all and everybody.
We were
everybody,
supposed to make pastelitos, but Eunice came over and they ended up making the pastelitos.
Cause exactly. Our matriarchs are still young and
supple.
Yes.
Supple.
How was your night, hot sauce?
My night was good. Oh yes. Miss Tony and I attended
yeah.
a very wonderful historic fashion talk with
Beth Ann Hardison.
yes
Beth Ann Hardison.
Okay.
So she is like one of the supermodels from back in the day, black supermodel who fought very hard against the fashion industry and the modeling industry for diversity and inclusion. And she was just so super cool, super chill, like a little spitfire.
spicy.
Spicy, clapbacks real quick. interesting enough. I wasn't very familiar with her at all. She's Kadeem Hardison's mother. Kadeem Hardison, Dwayne Wade. Dwayne Wayne from A Different World. Yeah. But she was telling us, like some of the things that she said yesterday would just so stand out. So she was saying how she's like, I work for diversity and black people always come up to me and they're like, I love what you're doing for us. I love what you're doing for us. And she was like, I'm not doing it for y'all. I'm doing it for the white people. We were like, what? Wow.
Okay.
That was
Did she explain that she
No, but what she meant is I'm diversifying so that white people can realize that there's other people that do things. And I was like, that's dope to do that spin on it. Yep. Something else that she had said last night that I thought was dope, but she very answering questions, telling a story. She has a movie that's coming out soon about her life. It is called, it's premiering in September, and the movie is called, I forget the name of the movie. But anyways, it was really, really nice. We were guest of our good friend of the show, Evelyn Reyes. The movie is called Invisible Beauty. We were invited as special guests of our good friend, Evelyn Reyes, who works with...
Big shout out to Auntie.
Yeah, who works with... Theo Thompson, who curates all. I think Theo, who curates all of these really, really great events for Black people. She's a Black woman, and she creates these events for around diversity and things in the city of Boston. Look out for her name. She will be here one day to talk with us about things that are going on. But it was really, really nice, very interesting. And then there was a reception after with champagne and charcuterie.
Oh yeah, I was just straight up bougie in it.
How do you guys feel about charcuteries?
I F with them. I mean, certain of the meats, I can't really vibe with. They make me nauseous. But the cheeses, and you get the little, the goat cheese, and little fruits, like the figs.
And then the honeycomb.
Yeah, any type of charcuterie, as long as they put some thought in, even if it's some Ritz crackers with some American cheese.
I like the cheap.
Is it a meal? Is it a meal or is it just like a snackalito?
It's not even an appetizer. It's
the whatever before the appetizer.
You're supposed to eat multiple courses.
It's
you know what I mean? It's one of the courses.
A what?
Amuse-bouche.
Amuse-bouche.
Yes.
Amuse-bouche.
It's a taste. It's a taste. I'm not a charcuterie fan per se. Although I'm not I don't want to go to a party and y'all give me charcuterie.
Yeah.
Where's the chicken? That's what that's what I'm saying.
Yes.
Because it's adult Lunchables, really.
Right.
It's just fancy Lunchables, and it's that's cute. But what we gonna eat? That's
it's not supposed to be a meal. It's supposed to be part of an experience.
I want
hors d'oeuvres.
Yeah.
Hors d'oeuvres.
I went to a dessert bar in Portland, Maine, and
what you was doing there.
I just go.
Listen.
What can you
go
there?
Just go.
Maine is nice for good dispensaries and good brunch and
great food.
No. I spent a random weekend in Maine one time and had a delightful time. But it was just but that was more so let's go somewhere, let's get in the car and start driving. We ended up in Maine, not I'm going to Maine.
We do that all the time. We used to do that all the time. I miss that.
Gone are the days.
Gone are the days.
Gone are the days.
Yo, don't have kids, people. Not at 40.
I know,
no, 40 is when you have them.
Yeah, true.
Because you should have done everything already.
Oh yeah, we did a lot. Oh man,
I bet y'all did.
We got a lot of practice.
But yeah, so you was at the dessert bar. The frick.
Yeah, we were at the dessert bar, and it was it was a after dinner type of thing. You're walking around the city. You go to you find a nice little bar to wind down, and then you want to snack on something while you're drinking. You get a charcuterie. Charcuterie.
No, I mean sometimes that's my meal. I buy things pepperonis and turkey pepperonis, and I buy sliced deli meat. So sometimes that'll be my meal in the night. I'll have some turkey pepperonis, some slices deli meat, some cheese, some bread and butter pickles, and a few almonds.
Oh, they're great for munchies. I'm pretty sure you got the munchies during that time too, probably. So that's another
Sprinkle
good
some
thing.
smart food over the whole thing.
Yeah.
And it's beautiful. And put some dried cranberries.
Is that charcuterie too?
Yes.
I think it's a derivative.
Charcuterie.
It's tasting plate.
Yeah, it's a tasting plate.
Sampler.
I went to the movies last night.
What'd you see?
At 10 o'clock. At 10 p.m.
Oh, that's late.
I'm some type of...
Bro, I would have been knocked the F out.
I went to go see Guardians of the Galaxy.
Oh, is there a new one?
New one. I forgot about it.
How was it?
It was awesome.
Oh, good.
It's not very child friendly.
I like Guardians of the Galaxy. I don't think any of them were very child
It's a lot of dark, but it's really good. Go watch it.
Okay.
Go do it. Good date movie.
Yeah.
Oh.
All right, people, let's get this party started. Spark FM Online, Saucy and Friends in the Morning officially starts right now.
You're listening to Saucy and Friends in the Morning with Miss Hot Sauce, Miss Tony, and Rockstone Triz. The only thing that does matter is great music, and you will find it here.
The all-new Spark FM. Call Spark FM at 617-272-3387. Advertise your business, brand, or music on Spark FM. Contact us at sparkfmonline.com for more information.
Again, today is the Cinco de Mayo, and it is a fun, fine day.
Whippa, whippa, whippa.
Whippa!
Is that a Mexican thing? Are we, is that,
Is it?
is it?
It's
Let's say it is.
Latinx.
Let's say-
Whippa.
It's of this. It's of the Latin
I'd rather say
diaspora.
whippa than be like,
Gotcha.
It's
not that.
Spanish.
It is. It is a different language than us.
So it counts.
Yes. Today is Friday. Showers in the morning, then cloudy in the afternoon. A high of 56 degrees Fahrenheit. Winds in the northeast at about 5 to 10 miles per hour. Today there's a 30% chance of rain. So a high of 56 degrees, a low of 43 degrees, and the precipitation in the air is about 30%.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Only 30%?
Yeah, so that, and with a 30% chance of rain, so it's gonna get a little. It might be a little wet.
About a little bit, yeah.
A little wet.
Yeah.
A little wet.
Moist.
Moist.
I like our chances.
Yeah, that's
like
not
our
a bad day.
This is very random, but I have to say this morning. As I was walking in this morning, I'm getting out of my car, and the young lady that walked by me had on Panda sneakers and a Telfar bag, and I said, "How you get that already?"
Is that like a thing? Is that like an exclusive? Oh, the panda dunks?
The Panda dunks.
If she's like 16
Yeah.
to 18,
Yeah.
then that's about typical.
How do they get them? How do they get them?
What do you mean?
So, like, how do they get them? How do they have access to them so quick? Because I got Panda dunks. I had to enter several raffles.
there's a thing called DH Gate.
Yeah.
And my Telfar bag, I had to pay Klarna four different payments and wait 3 months
what's
If
the-
you
what's
think,
on the bag check
if
to
you
get
think
it.
about it, like these parents literally spend that type of money on their children. I mean, you will be that person when Noah gets older. You're most likely going to buy him all of these sneakers. So what is the difference between
No,
him?
he's going to veil vintage.
What are you talking about?
That closet, what I have.
Hope these fit you, boy.
Will wear.
Not this boy has a collection
Yeah.
at the age of 7.
Yes, that's
He's
him.
a collection.
That is all for him.
And she's buying it. So it's the same exact thing. Like
Why are
parents
you
that
buying so much sneakers for 7-year-old?
No. I'm talking about my sneakers that I have.
Oh.
My
parents
sneakers.
that start early buying their kids these things, that is the lifestyle that they know. So you guys are gonna keep up that lifestyle to make sure that you buy it. Like me and the little boy yesterday in school,
Yeah.
like every time I go in there, I do know that he always has on some exclusive Jordans. He either has on some Yeezys or whatever. And yesterday, while they were learning context clues,
Yeah.
me and him were having conversations about sneakers.
That's-
He's
they were-
10.
They were all on StockX and everything, and I was like, I don't even know if Noah knows what that is. Now Noah does have a pair of Panda dunks because I entered just to see whatever, and that's what he has.
Yeah.
And he doesn't have like old sneakers, but I do find good sneakers for him on sale. But Noah wears Converse. Converse.
He don't mess up his sneakers?
The Panda dunks are in the box at the
Oh,
top of the
okay.
thing.
All right.
I don't spend money on his sneakers. That's the only pair of sneakers that I spent good money
Yeah.
on. But he has like me and Danielle have the same sneaker, the little black and white ones. What are they called? The Blazers.
Yep.
He has Nike Blazers.
Blazers are dope.
Right.
I love
like
Blazers.
Blazers.
I love
And
Blazers.
the kid's size is $75. I found his at the outlet for $35.
All right.
So think like that. I will find nice sneakers for him on sale. But Panda dunks, I did spend $70 on his Panda dunks. But
That's the thing. If the kid, like, I couldn't trust a kid, even if they're 16,
Not mine.
with expensive
But
anything.
CK
Not mine.
had a pair of $150 sneakers, didn't he?
Didn't get them from me.
He didn't get them from you, but he had them.
He does.
Are they still worth $150?
No, they're not. After the first date, I hate that. I hate to see it. It gets me really,
too.
really upset because I know my son cannot handle sneakers, so I'm not buying him that.
The moms are always in there posting like, "Look at my baby's sneaker collection," and it's like infant sizes in every sneaker that comes out.
But that's what I'm saying. Like,
and I'm
not necessarily talking about
madness.
you, but the people that grow up with buying their kids sneakers are the people that you saw walking outside. Like my kid will have all of the sneakers. I buy one, like a parent will go and buy the whole entire family the same exact sneakers at all different ages and sizes, and they'll continue that throughout their lives.
I know some people that this conversation is hitting home right now, because I know some people that bought their kids every goddamn sneaker and they never had a car, ain't nothing, ain't never been out the country.
Yeah, that's weird.
It's crazy.
The kid don't got a passport.
Yeah,
that's weird.
Get your kid a passport.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Spend $150 on a passport instead of the new Jordans. Like,
listen. When I was growing up,
do what y'all want with your money.
When I was growing up, my mother didn't buy me no shoes that I wanted. It was always somebody else, and it wasn't until I started working when I was 15, 16 that I started buying my own shit.
I can't relate.
Somebody said to me one day, they were like, I can't, like, you know, like, Noah something. Noah has all of this polo. And I was like, that's for me. Yeah. Noah don't know the difference between polo and Garanimals. He don't know. I could buy him a Garanimals shirt with a horse on it. And he'd be like, that's the one.
Kids don't even, like, my mom was different.
Well, you had don't let me get into you.
I had a lot of nice things growing up.
You had a Neiman Marcus charge just for your stuff.
Yeah, I know. And
that's the question. Yeah. When you said like how they getting them, their parents is getting them.
And now, as an adult, even young, I don't care about none of that.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like,
I don't, like kids. I like kids need a chance to be kids, and I know that this is like middle school or whatever that we're talking about over here. But kids need a chance to be kids. We went to a high school thing. It was a high school or a middle school thing, and the young girls was in there with lashes and weaves and makeup and nails.
I didn't see that one ponytail that wasn't glued to somebody's head.
And it was just like y'all, wow. My friend Teresa, who is now an amazing hairdresser, used to do our hair in the locker room, and that's what we thought we was being fancy.
Well, let's be fair. Okay, all right. Let's bring it back a little bit. Let's bring it back.
It's the internet.
Yeah, we didn't have social media.
Yeah,
us being embarrassed, you could be embarrassed in your high school and nobody knows about it.
Yeah, that's
true. You
can
go back to your other friends group and be the coolest person on there.
You're right.
You make one mistake as a kid nowadays, you wear the wrong sneaker, the wrong color combination. That's all over the internet. People in Afghanistan laughing at you.
Yeah, that's true.
So, I mean,
times are hard for these kids. You're right.
So
it was just a little like, wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
But buy your kids a passport.
No, Noah's on his second one.
Yeah, let's just get into this around way news.
Yes, people. Yes. It is time to get into the around the way news.
Round the way.
Let's see what's going on today.
I need some around the way news.
Nice.
That's the one for me. Oh yes. Let's see what we have here going on here. I had put something in it. Oh, Cambridge. Cambridge will start giving low-income families $500 cash monthly. The city of Cambridge will start giving low-income families $500 a month in part of a new guaranteed income program. City leaders and community members will gather Tuesday to announce the new $22 million program, which is called Rise Up Cambridge, cash payments for families with kids. The program, which builds on the city's previous pilot program, aims to combat poverty and income inequality by providing direct cash payments to families with children under the age of 21 and who earn at or below 250% of the federal poverty level. For example, $75,000 for a family of 4. How are they living?
$75,000 for a family.
But that includes kids, right?
That's what I'm. Yeah.
So
that's
in Cambridge, that seems crazy.
Eligible families will get the $500 cash payment each month for 18 months. The city plans to explore ways to make the program more permanent, according to Cambridge Mayor Shambul Shambul. It really is to give our families a lifeline in these hard times, where there are things that are very much more expensive. When you look at the cost of living in a city like Cambridge, really there's a lot of need. The city will take applications for the program from June 1st. until July 31st, with payments expected to roll out by the end of June. It is the only guaranteed income program in the country that won't use a lottery to select participants, according to Siddiqui. It is really for anyone who is eligible. She said the city expects some 2,000 families will be eligible. Let's go, Cambridge.
That is amazing.
Cambridge, let's go.
That is so dope.
Cambridge is always setting trends, though.
Cambridge is the most interesting place here, I feel. Just sitting there, like Rydia went to Yamba.
Yeah.
And we went out to eat and we're looking out the window and we were like, what is Cambridge?
Yeah.
Like, what is Cambridge? Cambridge is diverse, cultural. Like, you just sit there and you see everybody from every walks of life, no matter what it is.
Yeah.
We were there, and the weather, it was like a mild day, the weather-wise, right? There, we saw like a person in a bikini, and a person in a winter coat and boots, and then a person like riding a bike, and a person walking, and then like a weird a thing, you know, like it was just like, what is this?
And when you go to Cambridge a lot, you don't really notice it. Like, you guys went to school in Belmont. Like, I went to school in Cambridge, so you kind of get used to that whole thing.
Right.
I experienced Cambridge through the eyes of my boy that came.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, and then the first thing he noticed was like, "Yo, this is like a city of children." Like, it's came, especially during the school year. It's just a bunch of like unsupervised kids just living life and riding scooters, and then scientists.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
Of course, Cambridge is gonna be lit.
Lovely
It's
place.
dope. I love it. I love it.
Lovely place.
It's like another land.
Yeah, if you can afford it.
Yeah.
A worker was killed in a violent explosion on Newburyport Pharmaceuticals. Where's that?
On the Newburyport is an island, right, by the Cape, in the Cape.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, damn. That's terrible. So a worker was killed in a violent explosion. How is it aren't all explosions violent?
I feel like that's the definition of explosion would be violent.
Yeah,
violent.
like, it comes with the territory.
This one is quoted violent explosion that tore apart a chemical facility in Newburyport earlier Thursday morning. Firefighters were called to Sequins, a pharmaceutical manufacturing company, on Opportunity Way just about 1 a.m. When they arrived, they found an industrial-sized vat that had been inside the building, was now about 30 feet away in a parking lot.
Yo.
Oh, wow.
Okay, that was violent.
That is 30 feet away is a lot of feet away.
And for a bat.
To be pushed out of a building.
Yeah, that's kind
The
of
fire department said that there were 5 workers in the building at the time of the explosion, and we'll go to the clip.
Completely gutted. They've lost a beloved brother and father. They say he worked here at the plant for more than 25 years until last night when he tragically died in that explosion.
Oh, wow.
This explosion shortly after midnight Thursday morning rocked this Newburyport neighborhood.
It was crazy. It was just right in the middle of the night, and it sounded like, I didn't know if something hit the house. It was a large boom.
A look overhead
Oh, wow.
shows the incredible damage inside Sequence pharmaceutical plant. Debris had flown 30 feet
There's the
from
bat.
the building from the blow. Family and friends say that devastating explosion killed Jack O'Keefe of Methuen, a longtime employee.
We located the 5th worker, so it's nice to bring some closure to the family.
O'Keefe had been missing from the time of the explosion until after 5 p.m. Thursday, when first responders finally got safe access into the hazardous rubble to find him.
And on behalf of the City of Newport and all the emergency responders that worked this very difficult scene today, our condolences to the family.
They don't know what caused this explosion. In a statement to WBZ, the company says the entire group and its employees are extremely shocked by this accident. The safety of our employees has always been and continues to be a top priority. Now the mission is to get O'Keefe's body safely out of the rubble and to make this area safe.
It was extremely difficult amongst a lot of debris and concerns about stuff falling down and other hazards that we had to be aware of. So extremely difficult, very tedious.
And 4 other employees were sent to the hospital, but they've already been sent home and they are okay. Fire crews tell me they'll be here for at least another day just because of all the debris and hazardous materials that are here. They do warn people in the community the air has been tested and it is safe to be in this area. Live in
Oh, man.
That is scary, man.
That
It's
is
sad,
that is
bro.
sad. Like, you just go to work and then your building explode.
And you lose your dad.
And he's been working there for how many years he's been there?
I think they say like it was over 20.
Yeah, that's terrible. A drug dealing English high counselor who recruited students into gang gets 10-year RICO sentence related to shooting one of his charges in the back of the head.
What?
I feel like he should get more than 10 years.
Wait, there's so many parts to that.
I feel like it should be more than. I feel like you don't.
What is that?
Let's start slow.
That's a lot.
What you say?
Drug dealing English high counselor who recruited students into gang. He gets a 10-year bid related to shooting one of those that he recruited in the back of its head.
Well, what the hell is that?
Yeah, we all know this story.
We heard that story before, right?
This has been going on for a while.
Okay.
Is that an additional charge? Because
no, he just finally
on
got
top of attempted
sentenced.
murder.
Finally got sentenced. We've been following this for a little while, I think. A federal judge today sentenced Sean Rev Harrison to 10 years in federal prison for helping to run a local chapter of the Latin Kings and for shooting an English high school student point blank in the back of his head in 2015. U.S. District Court Judge Raya Zobel actually sentenced Harrison 63 to 18 years.
He's 63 years old.
He's 63 American years old.
He used to be a pastor.
Yeah, right?
Yo,
right.
what
Something.
is
Yeah.
happening?
That's how I met him. He used to be my pastor at the church in Mattapan Square, across the street from next to Burger King.
His suits must have been lit.
Mr. Harrison.
He does preach nice.
I never saw. He was an after school. He used to like run the after school. I never went to the church though.
But gave him credit for the 8 years he has already spent on an 18 to 20 year sentence following his conviction in Suffolk Superior Court.
All right.
Oh, so is this on top?
Because he shot somebody. Like a RICO is for like
For drugs and
racketeering.
Yeah.
Shooting somebody in the head.
All the things. Organized crime.
Yeah,
Yes.
exactly.
The sentence comes after Harrison pleaded guilty to federal RICO charges in August and admitted he decided to shoot Rodriguez and leave him to bleed out in Newmarket Square, Snowbank, in a dispute over marijuana sales and Rodriguez's resistance to joining the Latin Kings.
Damn.
Well, he was a weed plug shooting people in the head like
No,
that?
it's not even. It's not in Newmarket Square. It's right next to Mass and Cass, and y'all fighting over marijuana.
yeah.
So here
low
is-
expectations.
Here is what he gave about what happened right after the shooting when Harrison fled. Rodriguez got up, realized he's been shot, stuck his fingers into the gaping hole in the back of his head to try to stop the bleeding, and waved down a passing motorist. Wait, are you guys hearing what I'm saying?
Say it again.
I'm
The dude the student that he shot.
Yes.
Rodriguez, after he shot him.
Yep.
Oh, after he shot him, the dude that got shot realized he'd been shot, stuck his fingers inside of the gaping hole in the back of his head to try to stop the bleeding, and waved down a passing motorist who called 911. I don't know.
No, he
and
did it because it wasn't murder. He just shot.
Oh, and when the ambulance came, the paramedic came, rushed towards me, and I was like, "What happened?" And then he looked at me, and he was like, he said, these were his exact words. I'll never forget them. He said, "What the F, kid? How are you even talking to me right now?" So this is the reaccount of the person who got shot.
Wow.
And I said, "What do you mean?" And he was like, "Kid, you got a gunshot wound to the back of your head. How are you
Jeez.
talking to me right now?" And I was like, "I don't know, man." And then and then they put me in an ambulance and they brought me to Boston Medical. It was not even 2 minutes away from there.
Right.
And that's when they rushed me into the hospital, and the detective was asking me a whole bunch of questions, this and that, but I was losing too much blood. Blood was gushing out of my ear, and when that happens, they said usually the person ends up dying. They don't even see that person who is living. And I was in denial. I didn't know what happened. I put my trust into that guy so much. You know what I mean? He was supposed to help me, and I trusted him. I thought that he was going to, help me out. And, for him to know everything that I went through and
He's
just
such a
to try
kid.
to just kill a harmless life. I was in denial. And then my grandmother and my aunt came into the room and they were asking me what happened. Nobody wanted to tell me what was going on. So I took them. I told them, I said, I got shot. And they said, what do you mean? And my grandmother fainted. And then I said, I just got shot. And she said, where? And I said, the back of my head. And that's when she fainted again. And I said, God.
Yo, I love this kid. I love this kid.
And I just said, she came to me and tried touching my legs and stuff to make sure I was good. I was like, I'm not paralyzed, I could feel my legs. I said, I'm all right. And that's when the doctor came in and he looked at me and he looked at everybody in the room and said, kid, I don't understand how you're alive right now. It's medically and scientifically impossible for you to be alive right now. And that wasn't the exact moment. It was a couple hours later, actually, after they seen what was wrong with me. And he said that the bullet missed my brain stem and carotid artery by 2 centimeters. And that he had never seen something like that in the whole time he's been a doctor.
What the hell is that?
And I think it gave him super memory.
I just got chills through my body. So you have a hole in the back of your head that just missed your major artery and your brain stem, and you're like, I don't know why you should.
I don't know, man.
He touched his head and walked into the street and asked somebody for help.
Yo, and
Do you
he's
think
just so
he
cool.
saved his own life by putting his finger in his bullet hole? Is the bullet still in there? I don't know.
I mean,
it's probably still in there.
I don't know.
It's in his head.
It can't. They would have to take it out.
Look at the picture on the screen.
They would have to.
Don't he look like a miserable?
Yeah, he do. He do.
Oh, he did it.
He look like he shoot people for fun, for weed.
Oh, he did it.
You mess my nickel bag, bop.
Yo,
wow.
He's holding on to that hairstyle. He's like, no matter what.
It's a fresh cut too.
It is a fresh cut with a lineup and
He's
everything.
probably running the whole jail. Let me not say, hello, Mr. Harrison, gone for you. Hello, Freemans.
Wow. And he was a teacher.
So he got 10 more years.
He got 10 more years.
Only
on top
10 years?
On top
of
on top of the attempted charge, because he got charged locally.
Oh, okay. So he's already serving a sentence.
Federal, yeah.
So he has a full of 18 to 20. He served 8, so he still got. So I think on top of that, he gets another 10.
Because this has been a few years now.
Yeah, he's gonna die. He's gonna die.
10 years.
They said he's making $33 a week now in MCI Norfolk making license plates. I bet you could have been making more if you didn't shoot somebody in the head over some weed.
I want to watch that.
That's wild.
Movie. That movie's gonna be
too
crazy.
Yeah.
Tristan, who's gonna play you? Because you're gonna be in it. Because you know the pastor.
You be one of the kids at school.
I think Michael B. Jordan should play you.
Michael B. Jordan.
Michael B. Jordan. So Winchester nurse and daughter deemed heroes after saving. Who they save? Deemed heroes after.
Where you getting these stories from?
Where is it?
Which one?
It's in the book.
What is the book? I don't. After saving, I don't know. Did she save somebody? So let's.
It's loading.
Yes. Boston going to the dogs. So this has been one of the most trending stories. I saw that Mayor Wu put out a memorandum or something like this. Boston's going to the dogs. New pooch-friendly spaces at patios and beer gardens this summer. Bostonians will soon be able to enjoy a nice summer brew with man's best friend. Through a new policy from the Inspectional Services Department Health Division, restaurants and beer gardens can apply for dog-friendly spaces to allow our furry friends the chance to dine with us. We're committed to making Boston a vibrant, family-friendly city, and that means rethinking our outdoor spaces to better build community, says Mayor Michelle Wu. Residents and small business owners have been eager for four-legged family members to be able to enjoy our outdoor spaces.
Who is excited about that?
As a dog owner, are you excited about
No,
that?
I love dogs. And my dog, listen, but I'm an immigrant. Child of immigrants. So my dog don't go on my couch.
Yes.
I got a cat. My cat's not allowed at any of my counters.
Yep.
You think I want to go eat?
Yep.
Well, my dog is nasty.
Yep. That's what when we were in Antigua, they were like, pets. We don't have that. Animal are not supposed
The only
to be.
reason why the
Dogs
dog's
go in the house.
the only reason why the dog's in my house is because of my wife. Like early on, let me shut up.
Nobody wants this. Well, I know people I know plenty of South End folks that would love this. JP folks that would love this.
Yeah,
But is it different because it's out? See, like even this picture right here. This picture is pissing me
Quite
off
disturbing.
because why is the dog drinking out of the beer glass that somebody else is going to drink out of? I don't care how much you wash it and
What is the
sterilize
picture?
it.
Don't show me that picture. Show me the picture.
Show her the picture. Show her the picture, Tris.
Yo, this is a hate crime.
This is not.
They don't
right.
want none of us.
Well,
in
you
their
know they do
restaurants.
say that a dog mouth is cleaner than a human
I don't
mouth.
give a damn,
But
and I don't want to find
no,
out.
It's
No,
not.
it's
My dog's mouth is
eat
not.
poop.
And dogs
Exactly.
be licking balls.
Yeah.
My dog.
I mean, humans lick balls.
My dog be
Didi,
spending.
why the hell are you out there?
Didi.
Sit down.
What I want to know is why is Didi out there commenting on the show? This is what I want to know.
Sit down and put the headphones
Oh,
on.
hell no. The dog is drinking the blue moon.
The dog is drinking the blue moon.
No,
I don't want it.
no.
And that's a bad picture, and that's a bad way to sell this to the rest of the community. And I'm a dog lover. I love a dog, but this is not right. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. Dogs should not be drinking out of the same glasses and stuff that humans are drinking out.
What is that,
Whoa,
Deidre?
that-
What it say? What it look like? Let me see. Pick it up.
Oh, Lord.
Deidre, what the hell is
El
that?
Padrino.
A gallon of
Gas.
Of that.
You said that was a half bottle, but that's like a full bottle for everything else.
That look like it got a whole snake in the bottom of it, not even a worm.
It's got a...
Oh, that's just the brown part of the label.
El Padrino means the Godfather, so that's what we're drinking.
So we got
today.
the godfather of...
Tequila.
Look at it. It's got a corset around its neck.
Lord.
A corset.
That screams
What in the...
drunk.
She said I had a half a bottle. I thought it was a half a bottle. It's half a gallon. What?
Half a bottle of a gallon. That's what I got.
Jeez, half a gallon bottle. Where the cups at?
I got you.
Shot o'clock.
My mouth is gonna start watering so much. Let me get through this.
He didn't bring no
Not watering because I like
Ain't
it.
no donuts.
Watering because I feel like.
Shout out to homie Y Shan, boy. Y Shan be sending me some money in the summertime, boy. I tell you.
What's she sending you money for?
She be throwing me these gigs, boy.
Why she am gonna have to teach me how to spin a record?
A wrecker.
So I can start doing things.
A wrecker.
But yeah,
And,
give me a list of whichever restaurants are allowing animals in it, because I will not attend that restaurant,
Yeah.
because the chance that that a dog licked the plate that I might eat off of is not sitting well.
It's not sitting well, and I don't care. If you're a dog lover, that's fine,
Tap the bottle.
and that if you are a dog parent, that is fine. I don't
Yeah.
have nothing against y'all, but there is a time and place and a separation for everything. And dogs and humans are not the same, so they should not be drinking out of the cups
Separate
that
but
we drink
equal.
out. And is that what they're gonna be doing? Is that what they're gonna be doing?
What?
They gonna be sitting there giving the bear. First
You
of
don't
all,
see- you
can
don't
you
see
give
how
dogs bear?
Listen.
I'm suing.
You ain't bring no
You don't see
chaser?
how they be treating their animals? People be kissing their animals in the mouth, all types of stuff.
That Namek why?
You can't. You don't chase. You don't have a chaser with a shot though. We're having a shot for Dee Dee's birthday.
Oh, we're gonna take a shot.
Is that what it is? Yo, I just want you to know I don't be drinking.
My belly's
Like
burning
this?
up in advance.
Yeah, so
It doesn't burn.
The dogs are invited
Famous
to
last
patio
words.
seating, so you don't dine outside. You should be fine. Oh, so you can go park your dog out there? Then when you
oh, they
come
stay
back-
outside?
What if you come back and your dog has been jumped by other dogs or something like that?
I'd be very sad about that.
I
Oh,
know.
little doggy got jumped. Yes, so damn, I knew I
when?
should have bought a croissant today.
I know.
Order outside.
Go get it. 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 Go get
There
it.
is a Panera, and I thought it was ours. I was going to
Go
take
get
it
it,
because you
go
know
get
it's
it,
going to sit there for like 2 days.
Take that. Take that.
Yo, didn't we just
No,
hear
no,
a story
no,
about
no,
somebody
no,
getting
no.
shot for taking somebody's order?
I know, because what if they
Not-
must here like,
not
y'all got
somebody.
out Panera and we be
It
like,
was
yeah,
about-
we ate it too.
And what?
The whole cast of Saucy and Friends in the Morning on Spark FM Online has met their minds.
On air.
On air. We saw it all happening.
Yes.
The audience
Oh, you
watched
took your
it.
shot already, Tris?
No.
Oh.
I got this is a big shot. I can't take this. Yeah.
I know, Didi got a shot.
I just got shot.
Javi,
That's a shot. That's nice. This too
Javi,
big.
you went up to
I don't
to
know
the
nothing
wrong
about alcohol. Can I
line.
put this back in here? Or is that off there?
Can I put this back in?
I'm gonna pour a little bit in there.
This tequila is distilled as soon as it hit another piece.
Wait. We can't do it yet. We can't put it
Oh,
in.
sorry everybody. We gotta take a little break.
Richard.
It is Cinco de Mayo and it is tradition. I think every Cinco de Mayo we leave out of here a little disoriented.
Yeah, and Didi's birthday, she comes up
We
and takes
got
a shot
our
with us.
cousin in the building with us.
DD.
It's Didi.
You gotta move your chair closer to her.
I don't really want to be on screen.
Yo, you do. It's your birthday to us.
You might as well
It's
start
your
streaming now because
birthday.
you're going to be streaming all night. Streaking. Didi said she had to make sure.
Oh, snap.
It's a party.
And cookies.
Cinco de Mayo.
I got some cookies, though.
I love Friday. I love this Cinco de Mayo.
They didn't even bring no Takis or no Doritos. They brought Chips Ahoy. That's right.
This is what we just saw.
Hold it down.
N-word.
Negro de Mayo.
De Mayo, whatever.
Negro de Mayo.
Bedroom topics in the house this morning.
On a Freaky Friday.
On a Friday, I gotta take my jacket off.
Things about to turn. There's alcohol and bedroom topics. It's about to be a problem.
Here we go. On a Freaky Friday. All right,
All right, get your shots, and then we will.
Did you finish the news?
Actually, that we are finished the news. We're gonna go to a quick commercial break, and we'll be back once everybody got their shots. Keep it locked right here, Spark FM Online. If you guys are sitting at home and you have something close to you, it is shot o'clock. We're going to take a shot for Cinco de Mayo. Yeah. So make sure that you meet us here right after the commercial break. It's on and popping. Be right back.
Birthday. Most of that It's shot o'clock. Come take a shot with me. Come take a shot with me. Yeah, it's shot o'clock. It's shot o'clock. Come take a shot with me. Come take a shot with me. 'Cause it's your birthday. Happy birthday. It's your birthday. Happy birthday. Come dance, it's your birthday. Come now, baby, dance, it's your birthday. Come now, baby, dance, it's your birthday. Come now, baby, dance, it's your birthday. Dance, it's your birthday. Come on, January and February. Hands in the air, and let me see. March up for me, dance with me. June and July is so fly.
Turn it on. Turn it up.
This is SparkFMOnline.com.
Finally Home is a must-read, step-by-step guide that will equip any first-time homebuyer with the knowledge they need to confidently make informed decisions. This book provides answers in simple and clear terms to most, if not all, of the questions you may have about credit, home ownership, and generational wealth. Finally Home equips the reader with the confidence to be engaged with the home buying process without feeling vulnerable or exploited. Tailor-Made Real Estate Easy is not just a catchy hashtag. It is real estate agent and radio personality Taylor Andre's goal. A goal to simplify one of the most challenging processes you will go through as an adult. A goal to educate you properly on credit and teach you the strategies to finding the home of your dream. It is not just a good book or an easy read. It is the secret to a seamless home buying experience.
How healthy is your heart? Believe it or not, half of the country has at least one risk factor for cardiovascular disease. Hi, I'm Senator Liz Miranda from Massachusetts. February is American Heart Month, a perfect time to focus on our overall health and well-being. It is important to know that high blood pressure, high cholesterol, and smoking increase the risk of heart disease. But did you know women, rural Americans, and racial and ethnic groups are also disproportionately impacted? While not all of these factors are controllable, we can take preventable steps to stay healthy. Regular exercise, eating a balanced diet, and not smoking are a good place to start. Make an appointment with your healthcare provider today to assess your risk. If you have heart disease, monitor your blood pressure and keep up with your healthcare visits. For more, visit womeningovernment.org.
Massive It's the Sunday Food with Father John and Trini Tech. Every Sunday, 3 p.m. to 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Playing you vintage classics, calypso, ska beats, reggae, roots, R&B, souls, dub, and more. It's the Sunday Food. Every Sunday, 3 p.m. to 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Spark FM Online.
Advertise your business, brand, or music on Spark FM. Contact us at sparkfmonline.com for more information.
The all-new Spark FM.
Them no like me, I mean I like them.
Spark FM.
Come on. Sicker than your average.
Spark FM.
Yo, chick a man be ballin'. Leave chick pigeon toed. Some of them be crawling.
Spark FM.
Oh gosh. It's me again.
New England's #1 urban Caribbean music. Radio. Spark FM.
Spark FM Online, #1 for urban and Caribbean music. If you can see in the studio, there are several different people. There's many people here. We have a live studio audience this morning. We have taken everybody has taken a shot in here, so everybody's chest is burning them. So give us a few minutes. But we do have cookies. Mm-hmm. They're not tacos, but they are cookies at least.
It's cookies.
Cookie. I said galletas. It's time for our national and world news. Miss Tony, what you got for us?
Ooh, this gonna be funny. Right. The nationwide theft ring allegedly brought in $500 million. Well,
who's thieving?
This nationwide theft ring allegedly brought in $500 million from stolen catalytic converters.
Tristan.
What?
They got Trish.
Oh my gosh, Tristan, that's so close to home for you. I was watching the other day. There was a guy here in New England somewhere. They tried to steal his catalytic converter. He went out there and fought them. It was two of them, and he fought them for his catalytic converter. And it was crazy because it was off of like an old Jeep Cherokee. So
those are the best ones, yo.
Ooh, are they?
Yeah.
So go ahead. Why?
No, you got precious metals in there. You got like platinum and all types of stuff in there. So you take them, you take a bunch of them.
Yeah.
You sell them to a scrapyard. You get
How much
money.
do they cost to just buy in the store?
Right. Oh, it's a lot.
Oh, they're like 500. How much are they?
Oh,
for a catalytic converter?
Oh, so that's.
It's like 500 to put on.
It's a lot.
That's a lot.
They're gonna have to start 3D printing them if it's gonna be this much money, because that's crazy.
Don't tell them that's on that. We should start 3D printing them and then sell them to the people who want to steal them.
For most modern cars, you can expect to pay around $300 to $1,600.
$1,600 for a catalytic,
and it's part of your exhaust system, so that's just one part. You know
a
what I
little
mean?
piece of it.
The Cadillac converter.
Cadillac.
But
Cadillac.
how much did they make? How much did they make?
Almost $1 billion.
Yeah, I got tools in the back.
$500 million.
I got some tools in the back of my car right now, bro. And a jack.
It might be a lucrative career that we should explore.
I'm about to take my own off my car. Do I need it? John McElroy got into his Honda sedan one morning in late 2020, turned the key and heard a loud screech. Goddamn, he said, as a mechanic, he knew. It says that. Goddamn. He said, as a mechanic, he knew instantly that his car's catalytic converter, a football-sized device on the undercarriage between the engine and the muffler that reduces environmentally harmful exhaust emissions, had been stolen, sawed off overnight while the car sat in the driveway. Replacing the missing part will set him back $900. He's 74 and lives in Sacramento. This, I don't know. Why do they do so much of this?
He sounds like he's trying to go.
It's a lot. I'm trying to scroll through.
What are you saying?
What is going on?
What happened here? The demand for catalytic converters traces to one of their essential components, palladium, a rare metal that has become one of the most valuable minerals in the world. What's that? Like vibranium?
Oh, vibranium.
Vibranium.
We was looking at some vibranium yesterday in the MFA.
Yeah, they did.
Quick pause for the cards.
We did, Javi. We saw the vibranium. It was there.
Quick pause. Have you guys ever been to the Museum of Fine Arts?
Hell yeah.
Like on purpose? To go and look at it?
Yeah.
No.
Okay, thank you. Because
You guys not,
just you been there too? Huh?
all the time.
You go there all the time?
I mean, recently,
Well, not all the time, but
not
you've
all the
been
time,
there
But I've been there plenty
to
of times.
look at the art.
Absolutely.
Like one day you were like, I'm gonna go to the Museum of Fine Arts.
I
In the
appreciate
Elizabeth
art.
Stewart
So,
Garden Museum.
I don't mind frequenting the
Sorry. I'm drunk.
I don't mind frequenting the MFA, the ICA, the Isabella Gardner Museum, any of the museums.
You want to know why I said that? Because yesterday when we went there, I was like, I remember being here. Like, we've gone to events there, right? That's when we gone to events. But like walking through the museum, I was like, I ain't never just came to the museum to look around. And I don't know how is that a thing?
You should.
I
I've
want
done,
but
like-
then when we were leaving last night, I was like, Tony, honesty moment. When people go to the museum, what are you inspired? Like what like what am I see the bowl
there's certain-
of the Inca people and the U2s and
You gotta
things
wait.
like
You gotta wait till there's an exhibit of like a
something.
artist. Like
Okay.
an artist
Yeah,
would
right,
come
right,
in and they'll have
right.
like an exhibit.
No,
yeah.
like just look at the art. It talks to you.
It does. It does.
What is
It
it?
talks to you.
Listen, yo, you need to get some magic mushroom. Had the time of your life. It's a great date night. That was a great date night.
The Museum of Fine Arts, because
Especially with my
it was very interesting because we did see a lot of people just being in there yesterday.
Yeah.
And then I was just like, like it's an awesome date night because, just going around, walking around, flirting and looking at pictures like, oh, you did look like you. Like
Sauce did find someone that she thought looked exactly
I
like
said,
her.
this is the same, this nice Hutu over here.
But you're creative. You're creative and a mogul. Like anytime, if you're a creative person or whatever, go to a museum. You get inspired. You see a bunch of you'll see art from thousands of years ago, hundreds of years ago.
Because yesterday they had like a pot exhibit of
pottery,
pots, and I was like, why the pots ain't in the kitchen doing what pots do?
Yes, it was
Make it a gumbo museum.
Old South Carolina pottery makers or something like that.
I can see that as an exhibit.
Yeah,
it was. It's there.
And then when you go to those kind of exhibits, like, what is it that you're supposed to feel from the pots?
Yo, I need to
You gotta sit there and wait for it to speak to you. You ain't hear what Diddy said. It's gonna tell you something.
Now I'm sitting there in the museum waiting for the pot to talk to me.
That would be me. I would say like, yo, Jay, I put the pot going to talk to me. This is right. Let's get out of here.
Come with me to the museum.
Okay.
I guarantee you.
Let's do that. We should do a museum tour. Bars to the museum.
But we should stop at Yamba first.
No, museums you should kind of do by yourself. One, two people, not a group.
So you don't think you can focus around me? That's what you're trying to say?
Nah, yeah, too much. You should.
When we went to
A museum
California-
experience should be intimate.
Let me tell you why that's not true. Because the schools and the groups all go as a group
They
to
do.
go to the museum.
They do.
So that
They do.
so that you can have a group of people to be inspired off of, because
I
something
guess.
you might not
Yeah,
see,
you know.
somebody else might see, like, oh, Tristan, you see the stars, I see the moon. You know,
He don't want to be in class with me that day because you know he ain't gonna focus. I'm gonna get him in trouble. That's all he's saying.
Yo, whatever.
Like,
Why not, bro?
but it's true though. Like when you go and you go to see a certain exhibit, I guess. So when we went to California, we went to the Broad Museum, which was awesome, and they happened to have like some displays from some black artists. So they had like Basquiat was in there. There was a lady who does those little black and white, little picnic pictures or whatever. So they had a few of those things, and those were very, very interesting to see. So I guess if
was the Basquiat exhibit at the MFA? Was it there? Because remember, like I would go for that, and then in turn be looking at all the other things around there.
But I mean, yesterday when we were leaving, we saw that like young black couple, and then we saw a young white couple who were like holding hands and walking through the museum. I think it's just a thing to do. I think it's nice, and they're open until 10 p.m. So get out there. But anyway, so these people were stealing all these catalytic converters. They $500 to $1,500 they were doing. They were getting a single catalytic converter can contain up to 7 grams of palladium as well as 7 grams of platinum, whose value stood for years at around $1,000 per ounce, and 2 grams of rhodium, whose value is $650 and $250,000. I mean, Get you a catalytic converter and trade it in. I'm drunk. That's what's gonna happen.
Yo, we are nice.
Whatever's gonna happen now.
It has been exactly one shot.
Oh no, I'm gonna read.
I told you I'm a lightweight.
I'm chasing the shot with wine, and it's called El Padrino, the Godfather.
No, this is some real wine. This is what Poppy used to drink.
What is this? Flor de Caña. And then, girl strip searched at a Detroit school over a vape pen she didn't have, and she didn't have it because I had it. It's mine with my name on it.
Wait, that's crazy. They stripped a student, an
stripped-
8-year-old.
Yeah, another student with a history of bullying. The 8th grader falsely claimed she had a vape in her underwear. So they went looking for it. A mother is suing a Detroit charter school.
Sue them, rasshole.
Wait, it's a little kid. She's 8 years old, you said?
8 years. No, eighth grade. 8th grade.
8th grade, and they like strip
searched
searched her?
Yeah, a mother is suing a Detroit charter school after she says her 8th grade daughter was strip searched without her consent, over a vape pen that didn't exist. The lawsuit filed in Wayne County
I'm owning the
Circuit Court.
The school's gonna be named after me. That's gonna be my charter school.
I'm probably going to jail.
Yeah, the 14-year-old girl's constitutional rights were violated after the principal authorized 2 female staff members to conduct a strip search without notifying the mother. No vape tape was found because she didn't have one. A strip search?
Nope. Absolutely. The school has to be on lockdown
Burn it.
for 4 hours or something like that. No, because no.
That's the pain of a mom right there.
No. Yeah, no.
That is the art talking to her.
Yes.
Yeah, that's how you're supposed to talk about art. Yeah, you got it. You halfway there.
Feel it. Maybe you should have a glass of wine as you go to the
Yes.
So, but why would the school think that this was okay rather than calling authorities in? You're going to have 2 female staff members. Why did those 2 female staff members think it was appropriate to strip search this child? It has been long said that students do not shed their constitutional rights at the schoolhouse door. The school has no justifiable reason to strip search an 8th grade girl for a vape pen. It is not a weapon. It did not present an imminent danger to anyone. There were no credible threats or violence. A strip search is one of the most invasive searches recognized by law, and it was performed on a teenage girl during school.
Nope.
The circumstances of the strip search were not only humiliating, but her constitutional... and the school went too damn far. Okay?
They went too far, yeah.
No, that's reason to somebody to go up there and bust somebody's ass too.
Yeah.
Because you're not, first of all, that's at this point, without permission, that's damn near sexual assault.
Oh, yeah.
So you can, and not an 8th grader. An 8th grader, we figured out yesterday was probably what?
8 plus 5 is 13.
13 years old,
Yeah.
doing a strip search for a friggin' vape pen.
Yep.
Bro, it's a vape pen. It's oil.
Yeah.
If Brittany Garner got locked up for 10 months, then maybe this might be, standard.
We hear stories like this a lot, right?
Yeah.
Like, what are people thinking? Like, before you do the dumb thing, like, what are you thinking? You're like, this is a great idea.
I thought the basic next step would be to call a parent.
Exactly. Yeah.
Like, there's nothing in me. Like, if I'm thinking about the interns that we have now.
Mm-hmm.
Like, if something happened to them, my first instinct wouldn't be to, F them up or
Right.
strip search them. I need to call your parent and your supervisor to let them know what's going on.
Yeah.
That's not my business to deal with it.
Yeah.
It is my business of what's going on, and I need to deal with this situation. But it's not me to discipline somebody's child.
Yeah.
Like, what the hell is that?
It's a vape pen.
It's a vape pen.
First of all, a student who had a history of bullying the girl told the staff that the girl had the pen in her underwear.
Oh.
So that's why they went strip searching this
Well, that's
baby.
messed up,
Because
too.
somebody else said it.
That's another form of bullying.
Oh, yes. You're victim blaming.
Yep,
That's what
absolutely.
is happening. Defendants failed to ask any follow-up questions to corroborate the accusation with any details that would suggest that the female student with known animosity towards the plaintiff had any first-hand knowledge that the vape pen was in her underwear. In her underwear.
In her underwear.
They need to charge that little jackass too,
bully
too, and put that person in jail or something. The search took place in an office with 2 windows, one of which was not covered. The student was forced to remove her shirt and pants, lift up her bra, and fold down the top of her underwear, knowing she was on her period.
No.
That's traumatizing.
See, everything that I'm hearing right now, like there's nothing that you can tell me that makes sense to me about why this baby was subjected to that.
The school has a history of performing searches on strip searches on minors without any parental consent.
Who's sending their kids to that school? Now the question is turned around to either you got to research the school that you're sending your child to. My son is not going to a school where has a history of strip searching. What are you talking about?
Exactly.
Searching for history. What are we searching for?
The suit alleges that the officials violated the student's 4th Amendment rights and caused her mental anguish, emotional distress, humiliation, and embarrassment. And she's going to be bullied even more for this happening now.
Absolutely, because kids don't make no school. Zion, that school sounds like a prison.
It does. It's
Absolutely.
awful. Justice Clarence Thomas has let Republican donor.
Wait, hold on.
Okay,
Stop.
what happened?
This reminds me of don't pick me on the phone. Remember the false calls of fast food companies telling managers to strip search their employees? Not popular opinion, but I tell my girls to question things, even adults, because adults cause of this very reason. Yeah, question everything.
Let me ask y'all something. Ain't it protocols when you go to these places where schools and everything, protocols in schools and everything, where you have to have a parent present for this?
That's what I'm saying. When I had a conversation with somebody yesterday, and I was like, "Is that your logical brain talking, or is that your business brain?" Because I feel like a lot of logical things, people think that it needs to be an elevated process. Before you strip search a child, you should contact their parent.
Yeah.
Like that's like basic, elementary level strategic next steps.
Exactly. You go straight to that. You don't call the parent first and be like, there was something that happened and now we have to bring your child
Any
to the
movie
office.
you watch, anything that you watch, it always says, oh, you got in trouble for not having a parent present while a child was being investigated.
Yep.
Why wouldn't you think that a parent should be involved while you're strip searching their child?
Minor child. That is
awful. Oh, he has his audio.
Don't they say parental control or something like that, or parental presence?
Oh, is this the little girl?
This is her mother.
Oh. She looks like a little girl.
She does.
I thought I was going to get in trouble.
A mother wiping away her tears, speaking out with her attorney in hopes that no other child has to suffer the same fate as her daughter.
We allege in the lawsuit that the school administration strip searched Ms. Dinwiddie's 8th grade daughter while looking for a vape pen.
The child's mom says that demeaning act took place here at George Crockett Academy. The vape pen alleged to be in the child's underwear.
She was embarrassed. She was, excuse me guys, she was on her cycle.
The mother making it clear she was never contacted by the school to do a search or that her child might have a vape pen.
They could have called me, and especially before the strip thing, if they thought she was smoking, I think I should be the first one to know.
The lawsuit claims the school leader authorized 2 staff members to strip search the girl after already searching her backpack, locker, and her coat jacket and not finding anything. The attorney also says the school told the mom this about the search.
That her daughter voluntarily removed pieces of her clothing to prove her innocence, which is untrue.
The complaint also states Dinwiddie's child was the victim of bullying, something the school was aware of, and the student who made the vape allegations had been at odds with her daughter.
Y'all letting these kids go around, bully each other, fight each other, lie on each other. That's dangerous.
After the strip search was conducted, a vape pen was never found, and the student was not disciplined. Dinwiddie says she has filed a police report and pulled her daughter and other children from the school.
They're not going up there. I don't even trust them.
Fox 2 contacted Leona Group, which manages the charter school, and was told that due to legal
Why you say that?
What'd he say? What'd he say?
I knew it was a charter school.
It's important for
What's wrong with the charters?
I know it's controversial.
I had some kids go there.
No,
Mike.
Okay, so charter schools as far as like school choice, you know, we want that, especially if you're in a place with inadequate public schools, right? But the thing is, there's not a lot of regulation in certain states when it comes to charter schools. I don't know much. Even in a place like Massachusetts, some states you can literally start up an LLC, get a building,
immediately
sign some paperwork, and you got a charter school.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Chris is like,
I will trust Chris with my kid. You know what I mean? But
I do.
But you either get Chris or you get somebody strip searching your 13-year-old.
No, I want to go with Chris. I want to go with Chris.
You know what I mean? So like listen,
because that's
you got to regulate these things, yo.
I mean, if we don't have if we don't have a water bottle, Jess is texting us or emailing us.
Yep.
So if something happens to our kids, I'm not wondering what's gonna happen.
Yeah.
You know, like I know, and I'm not saying everybody has that privilege, because I feel like a lot of these things are very privileged things. Like good people.
You're lucky.
Yeah,
you have a good network of good people.
There's other people that are just whatever I can afford.
Yeah.
That's what I'm gonna do, right? So you will send your kids to these situations hoping for the best. And then you send your child to a charter school, which is supposedly better than a public school, and your child gets strip searched in their underwear for a vape pen.
Yeah.
I don't need to strip search you for a vape pen.
Yeah. But the thing is, what makes
alone?
When you say supposedly better than public school, what makes a charter school better than
That's
public
what
school?
I don't understand. I don't get it. I voted no on question 1 when it had that question one time ago when Obama was something, because I don't believe that funding for public schools should be split with charter schools. I think that's what the question was on the ballot that year.
So I did work. I happen to have the ability to work for both. I did work for charter and I did work for public. It's just structure and the spacing in the organization. That's it. You know, public schools are overcrowded.
Yeah.
Charter schools are structured for people that have the ability with the knowledge to succeed, and they want to just cater to them versus catering to us. So that's the only difference. Other than that, I'll pick public school all day.
So Janet says charter school is a working parent's dream. Longer hours in exchange for that one short day. Nafa says, nope, you are right, Javi. Charter schools are not great if you are not an involved parent. And then Janet goes on to say charter schools try to be stricter and they advertise as much.
They do because you feel like when your child is going to a charter school, they're almost like in a private school.
Yeah, it's like
it operates like
I feel like it's
right?
the middle ground between a private and a public is a charter.
It's a private school with public funding.
Okay. Yep.
You know
all
what I'm
right.
saying?
Yeah, that makes sense.
Way to put it.
Yeah.
Who want to learn, who cannot learn in public school, into their little setting.
So here's the thing.
Is this school a charter school? This is a charter?
Yeah.
Okay.
So let's
I've
like.
got 2 kids. I have
Hold
one
on.
right now, and my son graduated from Crystal Ray.
And I'm not sure if either one of your kids, but how are charter schools with like IEP students too? Do they have that?
I don't know.
Yeah, they
Okay.
have, they have they do have charter schools.
Hold on, Diddy, you got your nails done?
My
Wait a minute. Sorry.
To answer your question, they do have they do have charter schools with IEPs. They can't discriminate, but it's a much smaller setting with kids in that situation. But yeah.
Do they have cluster classes or like
No.
special classes for kids there? No, it's in
because their school sizes are probably already
Inclusion
small
classes.
enough. Yeah, okay.
Inclusion, yeah.
Oh,
They used
okay.
to have it back in the days when I was in there, but they don't have them anymore.
Oh yeah, yeah. Janet says that they honor all IEPs.
Oh, okay.
But like all things, it's complicated, right? So Dee Dee, you're speaking from a parent's perspective that has a kid that goes to I'm assuming, knowing you, a school that you did research on.
Oh yeah.
You say one of your kids went to Crystal Ray. I went to NCC, which turns into Crystal Ray, and I think their professional development is really good.
Really?
Yeah, like they kicked us out.
NCC turned into Crystal Ray.
Yo, we were too rowdy for North Cambridge.
Yeah,
hey man,
North Cambridge,
they was like.
Wait, was North Cambridge Catholic? It wasn't all boys, right?
Nah,
no, but
it was all hood though.
But the dudes from North Cambridge Catholic used to be the ones that be
Hello. Let's be one of my good lovers is from North Cambridge.
Let me tell you.
Which I hate.
In my day,
he was literally.
I don't hate him, but I hate that fact.
He was literally in Javi's class. Javi's classmate.
In my day, the gang dudes used to go to the private schools, and that's who we wanted to be with. Yeah. The gang dudes.
Yeah, we was rowdy. We was rowdy. But with that being said, more than probably even public schools, if you're putting your kid in a charter school, which is less regulated in a lot of ways than public schools, do your due diligence and your research, because it could be the best school you ever hear of, or it could be again a school that strip search your 13-year-old daughter. So just be careful.
Well, that's what Janet said. Janet has one child in APR right now, which is across the way. Her second child is about to go into and then she has one that's going in 2 years. So Janet is like, I'm with the charter school all the way.
I have considered charter schools a lot, but I mean the school that CK is in right now, I love it. Yeah. I absolutely love it. So I'm not in a rush to take him out.
What age? What grade does that go up to?
8th.
Oh, it goes to 8th.
Yes.
Oh, that's really good.
And they so yesterday I was in the hallway and I was like, who are these little tiny ones? They like 2. They're not like 2, so but they're like 3 and 4 years old. It's not cute.
What do you feel about what grade did it start at his school? First?
What?
It's K.
It's K.
K. What do you feel about those schools?
Like K through 8 and stuff like. I like them because I guess I like that they get to grow into the school. Yeah. I like anything that allows them to grow into the school. Yeah. And then when they switch, it should be to go to high school.
Do you feel like the older kids have an influence on the younger ones?
Not for CK's grade, because how they do things, like they don't really commingle a lot. Right. Like everybody has a set schedule. Like they go to school, they go to lunch at 11. These other ones go to lunch at 1. Like there's a very big separation for them. And even when I go in there, I can see the separation. I see how the school operates. So that's what I like about it. Like at this point, they know exactly who I am. I walk in there like I'm a teacher. Because I'm there all the time. So like, I know that they know that I'm seeing what's going on, and I will tell.
I love that they let you come in and spend that time, because there's a lot of schools that don't allow that anymore. Yeah. So that's really, really good.
They actually have an initiative now for like a school parent czar almost. Like they're asking for this school actually welcomes parents to come in.
That's so
regardless of whether you want to come in or not. Like, hey, we have like what is it called? A school classroom czar or something like that, where you help to like organize the things that happen around the school. You're in there, like me and the principal be like, hey, I'm just going to go see Cornell. Oh yeah, he's doing great today. Like it's a friendly oriented environment. I would get, because of school shootings though, I still think that there should be a metal detector, and I still think that there should be a guard at the door that is stopping me and asking me if I belong here.
And I feel the same way. Noah goes to a small private school, and now it's kindergarten through 12th grade. But what I really like about it is it's small. There's not a lot of students in there, and the older children are really like big brothers and big sisters to the younger ones, which I really, really love. Jaden, who I was introduced to through these two, looks out for Noah like that is his little brother. And Jaden's in what grade?
That's a special kid, anyways.
I think he's in 10th grade.
10th grade.
Yeah, Jaden is a special person.
I like
he's a special guy.
I like him so much.
The things with the school, because I went to Catholic schools, and I went to a school where it was K through 8th grade. So I spent my whole entire time at that one school. Yeah. And then I changed over to high school. I like that, but I don't like how they have the high schools mingled in with the elementary and the young kids. I think high school should be a whole separate building, a whole separate thing, because these are teenage kids. They're into stuff that, and even though they try their hardest not to mingle the two, you can't help sometimes that they might cross paths, and you never
glasses, know. I hear you.
Okay. But I have a question. How do y'all expect these kids to have a high school and a public school and be separate, and we can't have affordable housing?
You trying to get into something?
I mean, there is a housing crisis. We can use some of them buildings. You're right.
Let's switch gears and get into the next story.
Justice Clarence Thomas let Republican donor pay his child's tuition. Somebody said Clarence Thomas has a sugar daddy. That's not about corruption. That's about the old man and his lover. Clarence Thomas is an Uncle Thomas. He got the right name. His parents knew what they was doing. Uncle Thomas, a Republican mega donor, paid 2 years of private school for tuition for a child raised by Supreme Court Justice Clarence Thomas, who did not disclose the payments. A lawyer who has represented Thomas and his wife acknowledged on Thursday. His wife is an old battle-axe brute, too.
She is.
I can't stand her, because I feel like she should be in jail. She deserves to be in jail.
She
She's an insurrectionist, and she's actually probably one of the people who helped organize it.
Right.
And she is an absolute terrorist to America. And so is Clarence Thomas.
What is it called?
Yes.
What is it called? In-house terrorist?
Colluding.
What's in-house terrorist?
Domestic.
That's
Yes.
the one. The revolution of tuition payments made by Dallas billionaire Harlan Crow.
What he
Jim
say?
Crow.
What he's saying? What Harlem Crow saying?
Is the latest example of Crow's Thomas. Right. He's the one that's been paying for everything for Clarence Thomas, though.
It's definitely his sugar daddy.
Remember, he paid for all of his vacations we read about not too long ago.
Mm-hmm.
Now he's paying for the child's tuition. Da-da-da-da-da. Clarence Thomas a bitch. I'm not reading no more of this story.
And you know what? She ain't say nothing that was wrong, and she ain't say nothing that was terrible. That man right there is the absolute devil.
He's a legit threat to our civil rights, to our voting rights.
Say the words.
To any freedoms that like our people fought for.
Yep.
He's a rubber stamp.
Yeah.
Anything that the Republicans want done, he will do it no matter what. If you look at the way he
moves,
his decisions, he's never had a decision that wasn't against what the Republican talking points were at that time. So to me, he doesn't use his brain. He literally just goes like, "Oh, what does Trump want?"
Is he the one that replaced Thurgood Marshall?
Do I think he takes bribes?
He was.
He's literally taking a bribe.
He's the one who put. He was
the one that replaced Thurgood Marshall.
He is the one
And he replaced Thurgood Marshall.
That's an insult.
Huh? Thurgood Marshall, he's the first black Supreme Court justice, right?
Who fought for a lot of our rights.
He was pivotal in a lot of the Supreme Court justice fights for our civil rights, right?
And then they're going to replace him with an Uncle Tom and Jim Crow.
And that's just so disrespectful to us. And I feel like America continues to laugh in our face and to play in
up
our
in our goddamn faces.
Yeah, I don't like it.
I don't like it
at
either.
all.
But how can
Go ahead.
Say the words.
How can y'all be mad when we can't work together? You know, it's us fighting against each other. Everybody want to have the highest.
How we gonna win if we ain't right with them? Yes, you right. Chris, you right. You ain't saying nothing wrong. You saying the right words.
Yo, votes matter.
This story out of New York. We got New York in the house. Jordan Neely, the man killed in a chokehold on a New York subway, is remembered as an entertainer shattered by his mother's murder. So
listen.
Sauce and I got into this yesterday.
Listen.
This happened earlier this week, right?
No.
Speak on it. Here, Chris, you read this because I can't read.
No, what is it? I got you.
Go ahead.
Yeah, this is actually like a very terrible thing that happened.
Awful.
So yes, you go ahead.
Go ahead. Play it.
Yeah.
Do the thing.
I think it might be a commercial. So in the morning, if you guys
Tonight,
haven't,
the Manhattan DA is investigating a disturbing incident that occurred on the New York City subway system. A man died after he was put into a chokehold by another rider on Monday. A warning: the video that I am about to show you is difficult to watch. You can see. Tan jacket has his arm wrapped around the neck of a man in a white tee who police have since identified as 30-year-old Jordan Neely, and at least two other riders then jump in to subdue Neely. At this time, CNN has not independently confirmed what happened that led to this incident, and we do not know how long Neely was restrained or whether or not he was armed. But witnesses say that Neely was acting erratically when he boarded the train. He did not, however, physically attack anyone, according to that witness. Neely was found unconscious and given first aid. When police arrived, he was then transported to a nearby hospital and was pronounced dead later that day. The medical examiner's office has ruled the incident a homicide due to chokehold. So joining me now is New York City Mayor Eric Adams on this and a number of other topics. Mayor Adams, this is something that is really at front of mind for your city right now. It is about both what is happening in the subways, but also about the death of this 30-year-old. What can you tell us about?
Before we get into Eric Adams, whatever he's gonna say. So I'm not sure if everybody knows exactly what happens, other than that little clip just now. So a passenger on a New York transit line gets in. He was homeless. He had mental health issues.
What's the thing you were reading yesterday?
What was that?
It had a lot of details about what was going on.
Yeah.
So I guess he got on and he was acting erratic and he was just saying, you know, like people who are erratic do. I'm hungry. I ain't ate. He took off his jacket and I guess he was like swinging around his jacket and he had said something like, I don't care about going to jail for life. I'm hungry and da 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 da. And he was acting crazy. You know, like how crazy people do. And so I don't know what it is.
Wait.
Okay,
so
go ahead.
in the minutes leading up to the deadly chokehold, Neely had been acting erratically, but he did not attack anyone on the train. According to Juan Alberto Vasquez, a witness who recorded the altercation on video, as soon as Neely got on the train, he started yelling and being fed up about being fed up and hungry and tired of having nothing, Vasquez told CNN. Before he was killed, Neely said, "I don't care if I die. I don't care if I go to jail. I don't care if I have any food. I'm done." At some point, Neely took off his coat and threw it on the train's floor, repeating he was ready to go to jail and get a life sentence, Vasquez said. As the yelling continued, many passengers became visibly uncomfortable and moved to other parts of the train car. Neely did not appear to be armed or looking to attack anyone. Then a rider came up behind Neely and put him in a chokehold, with the two eventually falling to the floor, said Vasquez, who noted Neely did not interact with that passenger at all prior to the attack. In the video recorded of Vasquez, Neely and the other man are seen on the floor of a subway car with the man's arm wrapped around Neely's neck. The two men were on the floor for about 7 minutes, Vasquez said, adding he started recording about 3 or 4 minutes after the chokehold began. At some point, 2 other passengers approached Neely and the man holding him down. One appeared to be mediating the situation while the other seemed to help the man restrain Neely. Yeah. After a while, Vasquez noticed Neely stopped moving and talking, he said. When police officers arrived at the subway station in Lower Manhattan around 2:30 p.m. Monday, they administered first aid to an unconscious Neely. He was taken to the hospital where he was pronounced dead.
Yeah.
So that is what led up to it.
Reading, just hearing you read it is pissing me off. It's
Like-
making me so mad.
Because, go ahead.
I have a question. Do you honestly think they're going to be charged like the cops that did George Floyd?
But isn't that exactly George Floyd?
Yep.
White they did.
Yep.
They already let him go home.
First of all, they were all, everybody,
Yeah.
so in this story, it described the person that restrained him, the
Yep.
person who tried to mediate, and the
Yep.
person who helped restrain him.
Yep.
They were all white. From
Yep.
the video that I saw, they were all of very light complexion. So
Yep.
I'm going to go out and say they were white just from what the video I saw.
Yep.
This man was in here cussing and yelling. We've all been around people that are cussing and yelling, and you like, why don't you shut the up, please, like sit down.
Yeah.
But that is if they're not coming at me, there's no reason for me to come at them.
Exactly.
Like, so for you guys to put this man on a chokehold, somebody to hold him down like this video is showing, and to let him die on a train station floor is effed up. Is effed up. There've been a lot of protests around it, but let's go back to Mayor Eric Adams. Whatever. Go ahead.
About what led up to this incident. What do you know?
Well, right now it's still ongoing, and really our hearts go out to the family and this terrible incident. And the district attorney, as you stated, the ME, medical examiner's office, just ruled the case, and now it's in the hands of the investigators to determine exactly what happened. There's so many unknowns at this time.
So one of the reasons that this story is really hitting a nerve is because this man appeared to be having mental health issues. This is something that you've talked a lot about, but I want to read to you. This is a response from the comptroller, Brad Lander. He tweeted this: "New York City is not Gotham. We must not become a city where mentally ill human can be choked to death by a vigilante without consequence."
Absolutely.
There's also this from Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, the Democratic Congresswoman. She said, "Jordan Neely was murdered." What is your response to what they're saying here?
Well, both the Congresswoman and the controller is a citywide leader. And I don't think that's very responsible at the time where we're still investigating the situation. Let's let the DA
Mr.
conduct his
Adams,
investigation
stop
with the law
it.
enforcement officials. To really interfere with that is not the right thing to do. And I'm going to be responsible and allow them to do their job and allow them to determine exactly what happened here.
Can I just ask you though?
Yes,
I mean, on the question of vigilantism, what do passengers do in situations like that? Is it appropriate to take matters into your own hands?
Each situation is different, and how a
turn him off.
passenger.
Yeah, turn him off, 'cause he ain't-
we have so
he
many
ain't-
cases where
he ain't-
passengers
he ain't-
assist of.
We're gonna shut that down.
When's the last time y'all been in New York? Like Manhattan, Times Square?
We was
February.
there the other last
year.
week.
Last week. So if you've been there recently and you walk through that city, every block you're gonna see like 4 people talk. No, I ain't trying to clown, but I'm saying there's a mental health crisis in that city.
Oh, absolutely.
There's people out there taking dumps on the floor
and just yelling
talking
and
themselves.
cussing.
Yo, that's That's y'all mascots at that point.
So
you know what I mean? So
speaking
you
of
should get used to that.
not
You should be used
like
to that.
this is very interesting. You said that because
Yeah.
this guy in particular was a Michael Jackson impersonator, and well known. He used to be out there impersonating in Times Square and on the trolleys all the time. So they knew, not saying that everybody knew who he was, but he was a staple of the community almost. He was known. So this seems like a modern day lynching to me, and I'll go whatever the frig Eric Adams is saying. It sounds
He's a cop.
It
He
sounds very
sounds like a cop.
coony.
He's a cop.
Yeah.
This guy was white and military, so he's protecting.
We'll let the investigators decide that this man, what really happened. That man didn't pose a threat to anybody on that station besides making noise and annoying people. He did not deserve to die on the floor of a train.
It has been ruled a homicide.
It is.
It's been ruled a homicide, but this guy hasn't been arrested or charged yet.
Because they're cheering him on the ones that they should cheer, the ones that they should chokehold, the people that's kicking people, like throwing people in the middle of the train and punching people in the face. They just out willy-nilly. But this man that's just on here making noise and screaming, y'all gonna choke him out on the floor?
He's one of those tough guys that drink the protein shakes but don't go to the gym. You know what I'm saying? He's one of them. He's one of them. He was waiting to flex.
What was he? He's a former Marine, right? Yep.
And the one who choked him up. Aren't they lethal enemies or lethal?
And Marines ain't right in the brain anyway. We all know that.
Thank you for your service.
Thank you for your service. But we do know that Marines ain't right.
Not him, but
they ain't right.
Is like if
out of anybody, well, go ahead.
Sorry, whether you're from New York or not, right? You ride the train system just like you said, Javi, right? You see them everywhere. They don't bother anybody.
Exactly.
You just do what everybody else do. You move to the side, or you go to the other car. 9 times out of 10, they have police presence on the trains riding through the cars anyway. So somebody would have came through. Somebody would have came and got him. Or the next stop, he's making. Somebody would have came and got him off the train.
Exactly.
So there's no reason why he felt the need to approach him from the back at that.
From the back.
They said that he wasn't even interacting with the dude who decided to do something. Why are you there?
And he choked him out enough to kill him.
Remember the dude that was here on the train and sat in front of the girl and laid down on the thing and pulled out his thing and started. So that's okay for her to get up and choke hold and kill him out? Come on now.
I mean, he was already choking something. He was already being choked.
He was choking his own chicken, so that's okay for you to kill him? Come on now.
I mean, you know how David Carradine went out.
Man, y'all, the world.
Yeah,
anyways, on a lighter note, thieves made off with 200 sneakers worth over $13,000.
Where they at?
But it was just the right foot. 3 people broke into a shoe shop in the city of somewhere in Peru. They made off with 200 sneakers, but they were all the right foot.
They took the display sneakers.
All right, listen. They took the right feet as hostage, and they said, if you want the right foot, give me some money.
The heist was worth 50,000 Peruvian sols or $13,400. The local outlet reported. They just stole the right foot of the sneakers.
You know what they're gonna do though? They're gonna put it online. They're gonna sell it online to some of these people as scammers. They're gonna make a lot of money.
Yeah,
they are.
And then you gonna go on StockX.
I'm just telling them I know what they up to.
No, you gonna go on StockX. You gonna buy your new sneakers. They come. It's only one sneaker in the box.
Let me tell you though,
Or they never come.
these people who be online selling sneakers and shit, they will sell you shit like that. It'd be like, I have this pair of sneakers that you want, but it's 2 left feet. I've seen that before, and people be like, I'm gonna buy it for $200.
What are you doing with the 2 left feet?
They sell it.
They buy them.
Or maybe they disassemble them and clone them and bootleg them. I don't know.
Footage from the shop security camera captured the time. El Comerico reported it showed that the thieves breaking into the padlock on their 3rd attempt at 3:30 a.m. on Sunday, making off with boxes of shoes on a tricycle. They was on a tricycle. Who was on a tricycle? I don't know, but look, we got more people. More people in the studio.
This is Reclaim Your Dignity. She is. Come on, come say hi.
Come in. Set us straight.
If you gonna come into the station, you on air. This is business promo. You want some tequila?
You want some tequila? It's my birthday. You gotta take a shot.
That square there, I'm a trustee out there, and I'm gonna go there right now.
Oh, don't go
I
to.
won't tell the kids.
Take a half a shot.
Put the blind down.
Smell it. Smell it.
Pour water in your cup.
There's a tweet that shows the photo of the messy shoe shop following the crime. The post has been viewed nearly 86,000 times. They said that law enforcement are confident that they'll be able to find who did it because we have gathered evidence at the scene. The unusual thing about this robbery is that the shoes from only the right foot have been stolen. With the footage and the fingerprints we will be able to locate those individuals.
You know, sometimes you don't think things through. You go on impulsive, like, oh, I'm gonna steal something today. I'm gonna go into the shoe store and I'm gonna take all the shoes
Just
off
all
the
the
wall.
display shoes.
Which is crazy because I know that they're display shoes and they're only one side. I know that the people in the back of the store have to go get me the other damn side of the shoe. So why the hell would you go and take all the shoes off the wall? What was happening?
They didn't know.
This wasn't thought through properly.
It wasn't.
It's in Peru. Maybe they usually put out both sides.
Or was it like
This was one of the world's dumbest criminals.
the ass of the day, if you will. But the thing about it, though, is that, like, it seems personal, right? If you're just stealing one side of the shoes, you wanted to hurt that business. Mm-hmm. That's what that was, because there's no other way. What else are you going to do? How come you only bring pineapple soda for your damn self? What in the selfish hell is going on here?
Selfish.
Listen, you reclaim your time, Tristan. You drink your pineapple.
And then our last story, and it's speaking of penis. Giant.
Nobody was speaking of penis.
Hold on. Your segue game is on point today.
Right. Nobody said penis. I mean, I heard a penis. I thought there was a penis in there.
Nobody said penis.
Sorry. A giant penis is mowed into the lawn at King Charles Coronation Bash.
Oh, is that today?
It's tomorrow morning.
It's tomorrow morning. Everybody got to wake up at 6 o'clock in the morning.
I'm so
that
excited.
You guys
We're going to go to it. So, okay. This story is fun. I just had a shot, so this is going to be good. This may rub royalists the wrong way. A cocky prankster mowed a giant penis onto the famous grounds of the Royal Crescent in Bath, England, where a significant coronation party is set to be thrown in just tomorrow. Residents awoke Thursday to morning wood with the glaring obvious penis trimmed into the lush grass.
What? Was this a real story?
This is a real story.
It's always a real story.
It's a real story. It's unclear if the law enforcement is handling the case. Fancy homes that date to the 18th century form a crescent on this street. I don't know why crescent is sexy, but it is. Known worldwide as having a perfect lawn.
Who wrote that?
It's with that New York Post.
The New York Post. The Georgian-themed grand coronation party is scheduled for Saturday in honor of King Charles III's coronation at Westminster Abbey in London.
Are you guys seeing it?
That is a digitized penis. A penis has infiltrated the famous lawn in England. Look at that.
Not all heroes wear capes.
Absolutely. No, because that's dope. That's lit.
Yeah.
Like that made news. You got that.
Whoever did that is creative, and they were smart because they got away with it.
Yeah, absolutely.
It says it celebrate the 300th anniversary of the Georgian era. A flyer for the Royal Crescent event reads: decorate your own regal crown with demonstrations on royal fashion and visit the Georgian cook. It's unclear how many royal fans are coming to the bash to celebrate the official transfer of power. King Charles is 74. This morning they were destroying him on the radio. They said he looks like he's 100. She reigned over for 70 years and she died at 96. King Charles, whose nose looks like a penis, that doesn't say that, but that's my opinion.
I mean, his daddy's probably his uncle. So.
His daddy uncle. So there was a big penis mowed into the lawn. It is grand and it is green and erect.
I'd love to say F the monarchy. I'm glad they literally F the monarchy.
Do you all think Prince Harry is going to attend the coronation?
Yeah, he's there.
He's there. And Meghan too?
No, she's not coming.
Megan's not coming. Megan's like, F y'all, coronation. Coronate these nuts. Is what Megan said. Megan orchestrated that penis mowed into the lawn.
Tell them it was me.
Megan was here. Was what it needs to say. But anyhow, that is our national news. I'm glad I made it through because I am lit. Let me chat GPT and email to my boss right now, telling her that I can't be.
I am under
I'm gonna be like, it's Cinco De Mayo, and I'm half Mexican.
We're gonna go to a quick commercial break, and we'll be right back. Keep it locked right here. Spark FM Online, #1 for urban and Caribbean music.
Yeah.
The all-new Spark FM. Spark FM. Log on to sparkfmonline.com. Boston and surrounding communities. Boston Lesbi Gay Urban Foundation and Fenway Health Center is coming to inform you on how important it is to protect yourself from COVID-19. Let's get vaccinated. Let's encourage our loved ones and community friends and family to get boosted. Getting a COVID shot and a booster shot will help save more lives. Guess what? If you receive a vaccination, Blue will give you a one-day pass to any Urban Pride event, July 1st to July 3rd, 2023. To get connected to a health center near you, email info@lesbiagayurbanfoundation.org or visit the CDC website to learn more.
Yamba Market. Visit the first black-owned dispensary in Cambridge. Yamba Market's mission is to participate authentically in building a socially restorative adult cannabis market in Massachusetts and beyond. Their commitment to the Yamba family is to provide an inclusive and exemplary experience focused on a broad selection of unique strains, quality products, and customer journey. Open from 11 a.m. to 11 p.m. every day. 580 Mass Avenue, Central Square, Cambridge, Massachusetts. Registration at yambamarket.com.
Finally Home is a must-read step-by-step guide that will equip any first-time homebuyer with the knowledge they need to confidently make informed decisions. This book provides answers in simple and clear terms to most, if not all, of the questions you may have about credit, home ownership, and generational wealth. Finally Home equips the reader with the confidence to be engaged with the home buying process without feeling vulnerable or exploited. Tailor-made Real Estate Easy is not just a catchy hashtag. It is real estate agent and radio personality Taylor Andre's goal. A goal to simplify one of the most challenging processes you will go through as an adult. A goal to educate you properly on credit and teach you the strategies to finding the home of your dream. It is not just a good book or an easy read. It is the secret to a seamless home buying experience.
JP Morgan Chase is making a global commitment to break down barriers to drive inclusive economic growth all over the world. We believe there is a pressing need to help more people move up the economic ladder. That is why we are investing in communities and people to create an economy that works for all, because no community should be left behind. Right here in Boston, we're focusing that work in Dorchester, Roxbury, and Mattapan, among other neighborhoods, on improving financial health. These efforts aim to address the key drivers of the racial wealth divide head-on. We're here to empower individuals, families, and small businesses by connecting them to the tools that build generational wealth and a long-lasting legacy. Chase is investing in Boston. Chase is investing in you. Visit us at the Mattapan branch at 1617 Blue Hill Avenue, where the team is waiting to help.
The all-new Spark FM.
Them not like me, I mean I like them.
Spark FM.
Come on.
Spark FM.
Y'all, chick a man be ballin'. These chicks pigeon toed. Some of them be crawling.
Spark FM.
Oh gosh. It's me again.
New England's #1 urban Caribbean music. Radio. Spark FM.
Spark FM Online, #1 for urban and Caribbean. I've been trying to get them to prepare for us going back up on air for the last 20 minutes, and nobody wants to put their professional hat on today.
It's Friday.
Yeah.
It's Cinco de Mayo.
Obviously, today is a very, it's a celebratory day. We are having a good time.
Cool, Grace. All right, see you.
Spark FM Online. We are in here, and it's time for our entertainment report as we narrow down to the last couple of stories of El Dayo.
El Dayo.
Nick Cannon. Nick Cannon says that getting a fresh haircut makes him feel like he can impregnate the world, and he can.
I agree with him. He is.
He can. He has already impregnated the world, so a fresh cut doesn't make any difference.
It doesn't.
It doesn't.
I'm gonna tell you something. I would pay. What is it? What do you do in the Hunger Games? Pay tribute.
Yeah.
I would be tribute.
You want to be number 20?
I will. Yeah. Whatever.
Nick Cannon's 42 years old.
Exactly. He my age.
42. He's 42? Really?
I thought that was water.
He got another job too.
What did you think was water?
It wasn't water. It wasn't water. What was in my cup?
Why would you think that water would come in that little bit?
Did you drive there?
Hold on. Shh. I got a caller. Caller, you're live.
Hello.
All right.
Oh, they sound
Trying to get you to do it is not me.
I was gonna say, well, we know it ain't Chris.
It's not Chris.
It's not
I was about to say, Chris?
But I mean, if that's all Nick Cannon needs to get up, then that's nice. What you eating?
I'm having these.
Don't say what it is.
I ordered these Uber Eats.
Oh,
I'm hungry.
all right. What else? What else we got here? What else we have here?
Kanye West hosted a fashion show for Yeezy season 10. He got fashion still?
Yeah. But I guess it was weird because it said it was a bunch of skinheads.
What? Wait. Say what you're saying, Trish.
Kanye had a fashion show yesterday and they said it was with a bunch of skinheads.
Yeah, while the Met Gala was going down in New York on Monday, Ye put on his Yeezy free show at the rumored new Yeezy office.
During the Met Gala?
During the Met Gala on Melrose Ave in Los Angeles. The event lacked the hoopla of previous Yeezy fashion shows. Several photos and videos have surfaced from the intimate event. One clip shows several male and female models with their hair shaved, standing in groups. They are all wearing tight, nondescript, cream-colored shirts and black pants. In some footage, they were holding candles. Ye soundtracked the event with Frank Ocean music, specifically the track Self-Control, and the vehicles that dropped off the models were reportedly playing Frank music as well. People are already selling shirts for the event and talking dollars online. What? Show us how light it looks. Check out the photos and videos down below.
We're showing you guys a video of the fashion show now. It looks pretty dark.
What do you think that is? That looks like what the Satan Conference looked like to me in my head.
See, because y'all don't even know what the Satan Conference, that was a big success here in Boston.
I'm going to say this art doesn't speak to me. It doesn't speak to me at all. I don't hear anything that this art is saying that speaks.
Oh, there's some other pictures down low. So why? I wonder what the whole skinhead situation was.
I think they're just saying it because they bald. And Kanye is a Nazi, apparently.
Well, he's a Nazi, so maybe he wanted it to be like, because remember they used to shave the Jews' heads when they went to the concentration camps. So maybe that's what he was doing?
Yeah, I'm going to be honest with you, bro. Like, there's nobody I want to have a redemption story more than Kanye West. Like, I want Kanye West to come out one day and be like, listen, I was crazy for a little bit. I took my medication. Hitler's a bad guy. And I want to make another album that's not.
Bro is currently released his super saggy pants, and now he's wearing biker leggings.
Oh, what? What you saying about?
He's literally wearing biker leggings. This is the second picture I've seen him in.
Yeah, Trish.
Yeah.
Would you get a pair of those, Trish?
So everybody's. The picture that I have up right now is a picture with everybody with their bald heads. It's not all like white skinheads.
Yeah,
it's just a bunch of people with like bald
And
heads.
what is it that you feel in your soul that you feel like you should shave your head to be a part of a Kanye West situation?
I honestly wanted to shave my head.
Well, I mean,
I wanted to go bald, but not to be in no Kanye situation. I think it's because it's getting hot. It's like you don't want the hair on your head, but not for no Kanye situation.
Yeah, that's
yeah. I mean, I did shave my head, but I feel like the hair was like a air conditioner. Because now the sun sits here.
And bald people sweat.
Yeah, that's why I shaved that's why I'm bald too, because I did it by choice.
Same.
Don't look at the back.
Just don't look at my front and middle.
I mean, I just feel like, in the wintertime, I like to wear wigs because it's like a fashionable hat.
It's hot. It's very warm under here. They are selling his white T-shirts. You know the white T-shirts you guys get in a pack for 5 for $10 for $500 American US dollars.
A white T-shirt with what is on it?
It's white on it.
But
what is it made of?
It's made of just regular cotton. That this shirt is made on.
It'd have to be made of Jesus taters.
I paid $4 for this.
I just want to say this: the shirt that Kanye is selling is the same shirt that had Nick Cannon after he get a haircut when I have babiys. So that's
so it's Fertile shirt.
Yeah.
I see the feeling.
Not all shirts are the same. So I got this shirt. I got this at Kohl's, so it's cheap, whatever. But I got a shirt with the same look, but it's Lacoste, right?
Yeah.
And the fabric's so nice. Lacoste.
Lacoste?
I don't know how to speak English.
This dude just popped the tag off of his polo outfit.
Right? Oh, damn. He got the whole... See, he understands.
Tags into us. But you're right, because like...
It ain't the same.
There are some T-shirts that cost like $310. And what are they made out of? Unicorn
But they feel good.
Fur?
I don't. Good. It's got to be a teddy bear. If I want it to feel good, I'm gonna buy a teddy bear because I'm not paying $500 or $300 for a T-shirt. I have moral issues when a T-shirt is $45.
Yeah.
I'd be like, it's a freaking T-shirt. It's a freaking shirt.
I bought an essential sweater for my birthday, and I sock out a one that was on sale. It was $65 for a sweatshirt, and I had a hard time. But that was cheap. That was on sale.
And them joints last long too, bro.
Hell no, you need them. You didn't pay that. You got the 40% off.
Tristan is on the site right now trying to fake buy some Yeezys. Where is the price of it? How do you do this?
Yeah, how much are
Let me tell you,
if you gotta ask the price, you can't afford it.
My 15-year-old just bought herself some Yeezys.
He's clicking mad things, and they don't have a price even when you are putting them in your cart. Like,
but remember, when did Izod become Lacoste?
It's been years.
It's always been like that.
It's the same. Is it the same?
Yo, people used to hate on Izod, but you used to wear Izod. Them rich ass white dudes going golfing.
So Izod and Lacoste is the same, ain't it?
Yeah, because your daddy got class.
But
he got class.
Okay. So Janet said she used to go by the alligator or the horse. That's how she knew the difference. But Garanimals,
in 1953, David Crystal, the owner of Izod and Haymaker, bought 50% the rights to market Lacoste in America. The Izod and Haymaker brands were already established there. Lacoste was added to enhance the brand's prestige and introduce the name to American market.
So they can sell it to us at Marshall.
So they can sell. Do they have Lacoste in Marshalls?
Yeah. I'm selling all my Lacoste shirts.
You've been wearing Lacoste. You've been wearing Lacoste onesies since you was a child.
Yeah.
Schneider said he still got Structure sweaters. Y'all remember Structure? Remember Structure?
I love Express Men's, right?
Remember Britches?
No,
there was a Britches. I remember Britches was in the Copley Mall, and when Britches was closing, we all went in there. We was all wearing the rugby shirts. That's when Nautica, Helly Hansen, all those rugby shirts, and the nautical jackets were all out. I was in Britches. I had mad stuff from Britches.
I only remember that Structure came out to be the male version of Express.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, it was like the more rugged version of Express.
Can I ask y'all something?
Yeah.
Do y'all think we still live in an era where we need to buy Lacrosse and Nike all this, or you think we should make our own brand?
No, because Shein is outside.
Yeah.
I just want everybody to know.
Yeah.
You can get your whole summer wardrobe for about $200 on Shein.
Let me tell
you
something.
They not promoting us. They not sponsoring us.
Shein
but
and
let me tell
Temu the same site?
Temu is cheaper.
Temu came out with a Super Bowl commercial, and Temu was already starting to get lit.
Yeah.
But that Temu Super Bowl commercial sparked.
But Temu make you spend $20 before they send your item.
No, but that's all right because you can get a sticker.
Yo, y'all miss something big that Christian said though, right? He was like, "Yo, should we make our own brands?" It's so easy now with like AI and all this other stuff, yo.
Don't say nothing about AI.
Yeah, that's a cheat code. We don't want nobody to know about that.
Cheat codes, that was another story.
I just want to say in a general, like a PSA, that if you guys are not taking advantage of AI while you can, you are doing yourself a very grave disservice. And that's coming from a business owner.
Yeah.
If you want to elevate your situation
Elevate.
very, very soon, like very quick without having to do the journey, please AI yourself.
Yeah.
AI. Find an AI friend that you like on the internet
Does AI
and utilize
work for
it.
your job, though? Can I send my AI to my job?
Yes.
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 You can say AI clone me. It will give you a carbon clone copy of yourself. You can send it
This
to work.
morning, I said, Alexa, wake up Noah. Alexa played cock-a-doodle-doo and said, wake up Noah. That's what it did this morning.
That's
And then,
AI.
and then it
That's
sent your
the
social.
AI.
And then it sent your social security number to the Chinese government.
Okay, so that's the problem.
Timo.
That's the problem that I have right there when it comes to AI. Like, how far is too far? Because I don't want you to duplicate my self-image.
It's done.
And then
Listen,
just be like, oh, I know everything that this girl is going to request beforehand because she uses me so much. So I am now her.
Like,
You know what's wild to me? People, we're on a tangent. We all drunk here. But listen, what's wild to me about this pair about AI
I was like, what are we talking
and all
about?
this stuff? I don't even know how we got here. But this is what's wild about it. People will complain about AI. They'll complain about tech companies taking your data, all this stuff, on their iPhones.
Yeah.
On their Androids.
Yeah.
While driving their Teslas.
You right.
Right? Like, yo, they already, you know how much leaks? Everybody got your information.
Yeah.
I got your social security number. You want it? I'll tell you it right now.
Yeah.
Let me look it up real quick. I'm looking it up right now.
Apple's co-founder said. Apple's co-founder just said that the Tesla AI is trying to kill you every chance it can. That's a quote.
It
That's
probably
a quote from
is.
him. I believe him. I believe him.
Well, if they was so concerned, they shouldn't have friggin' bought it together.
Yeah. Well, I don't know what you said, but okay.
Next story.
What you mean? Lizzo cancels her Montreal concert. She thinks she has the flu. It's probably COVID, but I think Lizzo might be pregnant. Lizzo
She had
could be
on all her
pregnant.
clothes at the Met Gala.
I know, and her and her little boyfriend. You know, you be seeing them. They be getting it in. Lizzo might
who
be
the pappy?
pregnant.
Who the pappy?
Her boyfriend, who she been with. She did a hard launch of her boyfriend earlier this year before the awards show. She got a little boyfriend.
Hard launch of her?
A hard launch.
That's what she doing?
Yeah, you got a soft launch, a hard launch your boyfriend.
She didn't put an emoji over his face.
No, she did it. She put him out there.
This is what we do.
Yeah, what you say? Who you bringing up her boyfriend? Is that what you're doing? I don't know. 50 Cent
Her
announces
boyfriend looks weird.
He does, but I mean, it's Lizzo.
I love Lizzo. I said it before. I said it again. She looks like she smells like cupcakes and Victoria's Secret.
And sugar.
She does. Like
I don't know. Just she look like I just want.
She looked like a Japanese cherry blossom.
I
smell it.
I want to be her.
We got 2 minutes. Let's go.
50 Cent announces a massive Get Rich or Die Trying world tour. Oh, you coming? You coming to it? I'm not going to go to it. So this is very interesting. Willie Nelson and Snoop Dogg, there's Connecticut concerts are participating in Live Nation's Concert Week $25 promotion. So you can go to concerts for $25 in Connecticut. It's become a yearly summer tradition. Live Nation has announced its Concert Week promotion, which will run from May 10th to the 16th. During the week, the ticketing website will offer $25 tickets to more than 3,800 shows across the country, and all tickets will be inclusive and not have additional fees. So for $25 in Connecticut alone, you can see 50 shows. There's Willie Nelson, Bob Weir, Jason Eden, Weezer, Sneak Dogg, ZZ Top, Lady A. Tickets will be available at the following venues in Connecticut: Hartford Healthcare, Amphitheater, Xfinity, Toyota, The Dome, and somebody else. Toads or something like that.
Also, speaking of that, 50 Cent is on his last tour.
Yeah.
His final tour. He is going to be in, I think it's Mansfield.
Ooh.
Mansfield on August 3rd. And he is touring with Busta Rhymes.
Shut up.
That's why.
Gotta catch another flight.
That makes a lot of sense.
It makes so much sense.
There it is.
It is.
I'm going to go to that.
Who's going? Let me tell you who's going to it. I am
there.
Jess. We're going for Jess's birthday,
for
and we are going.
This is gonna be
some amazing sisters.
You got that. You got that. Since you can't come, you can pay for it.
This is going to be a legendary.
Yo,
concert.
it's gonna be insane. Like that doesn't make because 50 Cent already his catalog by far is one of probably most funnest catalogs that there is out there.
It is.
Other than Busta Rhymes.
Busta Rhymes show.
Yeah.
We've seen Busta Rhymes in concert.
Yeah, we seen him at the House of
Twice.
Blues. Yep.
No, we saw him at the House of Blues, and we saw him out in Mansfield or somewhere else. Yep. A Busta Rhymes show
is different.
Is different.
It's different.
Imagine a show with Busta Rhymes versus Bungie Garlin. Just freestyling.
That never go together.
Just freestyling.
No, it would.
Back
It
and
would.
forth.
Because Busta has a lot of Caribbean roots. And so Busta could.
Jamaican.
Busta
Jamaican.
I'm from Jamaica.
Whatever.
I'm from Jamaica, but that doesn't.
This bitch coming
Queens don't count.
Where she was when the
People
thing
from Jamaica, Queens, and Jamaica playing, thinking they from Jamaica.
Write that down.
Right. Send an email.
Let me take out my notes.
Ebony K. Williams, who the hell is she? Defends comments on black men and mediocrity.
Oh, did I send that to you guys? I meant to send that to Bedroom Topics because she has been in the news heavy because she was on an interview with Ayanna Van Zant, and Ayanna asked her, "Would you date a bus driver?"
Yes.
And she said, "If he owned the bus," and I said, "All right, Echo Ride," because he's fine. He's fine.
Yo, he had a little. What do you call it? Fan group.
I don't know.
Bro, I'm part of it.
Echo Ride and the Echo Ride help.
I had to go to him and be like, yo, does this happen to you every day?
Bro.
He was like,
Echo Ride and the Echo Ride driver was about to get tore down.
There was like 10 women that was up to him like literally like drooling.
When we were leaving the first stop, we had to wait for the Echo Ride driver because he was surrounded by women's in the pearl.
Really?
It was crazy.
Yes.
It was crazy.
Yes.
So they're black gentlemen that run a business.
Yes. So hold on.
Yeah.
Bars are multi-series black bar and restaurant crawl that Spark FM has. We use a black-owned bus company called Echo Ride.
Who are awesome.
The Echo Ride owner is fine.
According to women.
And then the bus drivers that he have are fun. Because even the first one, he was a little eclectic, but
he had dreads.
Yes, he
looked like he was good.
He was wearing a kilt.
Yes, he was wearing a kilt.
I was like, yo, bro, you set that up.
He literally was.
And
that didn't do any. That made me feel nice to see him.
I had a
wholesome.
visceral feeling towards his kilt. His
So
art
how you
spoke
felt that
to me.
bars?
Wasn't paying attention.
All right, thank you.
Yo, she was.
First of all, Jess was at work. Okay,
She wasn't even
goddammit.
drinking. I think you had a Bible in your hand the whole time, right? I remember you was out there.
And all she was doing was checking in guests and making sure they had a good time.
And making sure that I was okay. She took care of me. That's all she did.
You can't come here to this show and try to get her in trouble. But anyways, let's go to the clip.
Yeah.
Let's go to the clip. It's just can't even talk.
I'm just trying to figure out what's going on.
Leaning on him.
It's a very special show. This one won't be played back. Here goes the clip of the controversy, and most likely we'll end on this.
It's looking like it don't let me. Oh, video. They took the sound off the video.
Wow. But basically, she is at the end of the day.
She said this. She said, more than I care about hurt feelings, I care about providing my people with facts and information that say that the current way of life for the majority of black Americans is not serving us. If y'all are okay with the current position of black America, that we have the lowest income, the lowest home ownership, the lowest educated group, then so be it. I am naming it. I am acknowledging the pain, but somebody has got to start telling the truth to our people, is what she said. Somebody has got to start telling the truth. Black men's is mediocre.
Yeah.
She said, baby, what I know for sure is that our culture needs a conversation. No matter your position or how this convo makes you feel, we have got to reckon with the strata of these issues with the black community now or deal with the consequences later.
Yeah. So what she was saying was, let me reiterate because I did watch the whole interview yesterday. So what she was saying is that by definition, the words regular, mediocre are not
average.
They are average. There's nothing wrong with it. By definition, it means something that the normal person, the typical person can do. And what she was saying that she wants black people to go above that.
Yes.
And I tell people that all the time. Everybody has something that you could do to make extra bread.
Yeah.
Everybody should have some kind of way for you to make extra money, a hustle, you making something, you cooking something, some way you're doing something outside of
You
the
doing
whatever you
something
can
strange for some change?
But what's her circle like? Because for me, I know a lot of black people doing that. You know what I mean? And it's not like
so that's what she was
So
saying.
that's what she was saying. Like
She's not settling for less.
Yeah, her circle is not on that level.
Yeah.
So she's speaking from where she's at. Where I'm at, I want my people to be able to do better. And you know what the problem is that we hear this a lot. Like, and I'm sorry, and it might come off wrong, but especially people from like the ADOS. ADOS community.
ADOS?
It's American descendants of slaves.
They actually go by FBA
Black
now.
Americans.
FBA.
Foundational Black Americans.
I found
What
that
West Indians refer to as Black Americans.
Oh, they hate us.
So yeah,
Oh, they hate us.
they do because there's one of their leaders is this guy named Tariq or something like that.
And
Like
the things they be saying,
trash.
like, you
So,
Jamaican stink.
basically, like I remember like around the time of the young man who got messed up by the police, the five police that killed him,
Freddie
that murdered
Gray?
him. No, that's not Freddie. The five police that recently
the black one.
Tyree Nichols.
Okay.
Around that time, these what is it, foundational black Americans, like they were like, oh, they must be like, they was the ones who started with the reason why he was targeted and why he was fearful is because he was raised by a black woman, and then on top of that, those cops must have been not foundationally black Americans for them to feel that way. So for them, I feel like there's always an excuse about oppression and what they can't do and what they can't have and all the systematic racism.
Let's make a distinction. We're not talking about actual black Americans who are actual descendants of slaves.
Yeah.
We're talking about the group that calls themselves FBAs.
Yes.
Like they're an actual
It's
political group.
It's a,
hashtag.
Yeah, it's a half.
Yeah.
It's not the
They're a hate
majority.
group, in my opinion. Yeah.
So too, they're a black hate group and or other culture hate group.
Yeah.
But basically they have I felt like those type of people in particular always have excuses as to why they can't advance. And from West Indians and Caribbeans in particular, I feel like we don't set ourselves with those same limitations. Like we come here from islands and stuff that are terrible and killings and murders, and we come here and we buy houses, start business, all kinds of stuff. I feel for them, they always feel like, oh, I don't know where I belong, so therefore I can't really
And I want to say too, and it's not just Caribbeans too. I notice there's a lot of like black folk. A lot of the FBAs that I see are black folk, black men in particular, that don't really have a network. Because I know plenty of Southern black people, FBAs that are from blood, that were born, like their families are traced down here from slavery, whatever, that are doing it. They come up here, they come up north, and they be like, "Yo, what's up? Like, why ain't black people like hustling like we do down there?" You know what I'm saying? So it's a mentality thing. I agree.
I disagree. I don't think it's a mentality thing. I think it's a thing where we as black people are limited to certain things. People want to see us great. They just don't want to see us greater than them.
Okay,
and you
that's
can be in
true,
a
too.
situation where you're all limited to becoming successful because somebody don't want to see you oversee what they're doing or doing it better. So you can't sit here and say that's is a fair statement that you said. Maybe.
I think two things can be right. And I do think
it's complicated.
it is very complicated. I do think that two things can be right. I do think that there are limitations.
Not
There
really
is
that
systematic racism that goes on with everybody. I don't think it's secluded.
It's a real problem.
I don't think that people, like white people, see any of us here and be like, that might be Caribbean, that might be American, this might be something, and this is how we're going to distinguish them. They see us as black, period. So systematic racism for all of us, I feel, is the same. For them, they feel like they can't overcome, but then there's another group, not them, and I'm just, for some of them, they feel like they can't overcome, but while at the same time, there are other groups adjacent to them that are overcoming. So how do you figure that you can't? But they can't.
Go to Atlanta.
Yeah, exactly.
Go to Houston.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Go to Stoughton. There's a lot of black people out there with some nice ass houses.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? Doing their thing. So
and not to segue or cheap plug, but reclaim your dignity over there.
Yeah.
Like this is something that she does. Black people reclaim your dignity.
Yeah.
Like what we settling? What we doing? Like if you're gonna be somebody, stand on what you're doing and do it.
Yeah. And that's basically, I mean, honestly, that's the rules of life. No one person should be stagnant. You shouldn't settle for being stagnant.
Say that.
Everybody should want to figure out how to move, how to get to the next point, how to get better, how to up, how to level up. Period. And that's all.
Like
I heard
Latoya
her
said,
saying.
she says it's a mentality. Like if you feel like there's no barriers that you can break, you're not gonna break anything. But if you feel that you was set here, and that's what the lady was saying yesterday. She was like, I don't like fashion. I don't like modeling. I don't want to go to shows. But I feel like I was placed here in this world to do something and to make a difference. So I'm gonna do the things that I was placed here to do, regardless of whether I want to do it or not.
Right.
I like to make the analogy. Like I love playing chess, right? And when you play chess, you have an opponent. You can't control what your opponent does. Your opponent is constantly trying to push you back, right? Yeah. But you have to find a strategy that overcomes that, right? So as black people, we come in 5 steps behind, 10 steps behind, 100 steps behind, right? But we gotta but the struggle, if we're able to overcome that, I'm telling you, I've been in spaces with people that went to Harvard, MIT, whatever, right?
Yeah.
White folk. They can't, I know for a fact, my dudes in the hood will run laps around.
Laps.
Yeah. Laps around.
They have no idea what
they
struggle
got
is.
nothing on them, bro.
Look at. I'm not advocating for the drug and the cocaine people. Right?
Oh, but they do it though.
But they doing it. They know exactly how to put they haven't taken any chemistry class.
Yeah, absolutely.
They in the backwoods hiding from somebody.
Yeah.
They making these bricks that the people in Wall Street is putting in their nose.
Yeah, absolutely.
Never had any education.
Yeah.
So how are they behind this person with a nice looking suit, $1 million suit? It doesn't make sense to me.
Like
they probably never even went to elementary
our
school.
paths don't even say the struggles that we have and be able to overcome. They would never know.
Yeah.
They would never know. They have no idea. Yeah. So already. I think about it. We already smart. We already street smarter. Already book smarter. Like outside smarter. Like we can do so many things, but we limit ourselves so much to what we can't do because we hit a roadblock and we're like, oh no, we can't go around. How we get around it?
That's what Nafa said. The constant separation is always going to keep us back. It's such a chokehold for us.
I disagree with y'all. I feel like y'all said we hit roadblocks, but at the end of the day, it's not that we hit roadblocks. We just hit points where we can't break no more because it's not made for us to be successful.
Why can't you break it?
Why? Because us as colored people have limitations to people that
we don't.
I don't feel that because
that's another topic.
You want to know because
limit ourselves.
If there was no example of us being able to do that, then I would agree with you.
There's
but
no
there's
guarantee. There's no guarantee.
There's no guarantee.
There's no guarantee.
Yeah.
And systemic racism definitely is a reality, right?
It is.
And there
100%.
are black people that, based on their circumstances, may never come out the gutter, right? But that's why they say it takes a village to raise a child, but it takes a village to raise a people. Bro.
Yeah.
Like if you see your brother struggling and you're making it, you might be that kid that. Go. What you saying?
The game, the whole thing about the game is to be sold, not to be taught. And the problem is everybody don't want to learn the game. They want to just be given to them. So
I do.
The game being sold and not taught is a white person's thing.
I do.
That's a I think that's a capitalist thing.
I want to tell everybody.
I have no issues, bro.
But I have to agree with Chris to this extent. There is a lot of our own black people who do not want us to move on.
That's true.
They don't want to teach you.
Yep,
they don't
absolutely.
want you to be better than them.
100%.
But that goes back to you can do good, but you can't do better than me.
Yeah.
So we as black people got to stop that mentality right then and there.
Yeah.
If we're gonna help each other, let's really help each other.
And that's the word. That's the word right there. I feel like you don't have to give people the full blueprint, but you can give them a little helping hand.
And I think that's why you're both right. I think that's why and that's why I say it's complicated, right? Because the solutions has never been with white people.
Yeah.
The solutions have always been within our own communities and with us, and we just need to find that. We need to find the strategies to surpass our systemic difficulties, right? But we also have to be able to pull people up behind us. Period.
And that's the thing. I think that a lot of us, when we get there, we are like, oh no, if we reach back, they go, no. We need more of us up.
That's what happened on the subway.
Yep.
Because it was just like, I want to help him, but what if I'm the next black person?
Yeah.
And that's something that is ingrained in us. They drill fear in us so much that we're afraid to make that next step. But the next step is open for us to take. It's just that they've drilled fear in us so much. And there's a lot of us that's just like, nah, I'm comfortable right here.
Yeah.
I don't want to cause
I don't want no trouble. I don't want to.
Good. I don't want nobody to know my name,
I'm comfortable.
see my face, nothing. But we got to break those barriers down.
I agree with you, but disagree with you, because here at Spark FM, we help each other and we support each other.
100%.
That's why I'm glad that we can set the example. This is community. This is collaboration. This is so many things other than just a radio station. The fact that everybody that comes through these doors feels important and feels like they should be here is the vibe that, like we try to create here at Spark FM.
Absolutely.
Like, hey, when you come here, hey, what can we do to help?
Yep.
What do you need help with? What can we help to promote? Because at the end of the day, if I don't want to be the only one at top.
But not
like
only that,
sucks,
but when the people coming through here, we learn from them too.
Oh yeah,
and that's so important. It's not like I know everything. It's like, what can you teach me? What can we teach each other? And how can we advance together? Everybody got to eat.
I just want to say this.
Everybody got to eat.
And I'm older than Triz, but Triz is my mentor.
He's a wise young man.
Everybody here, if you spend enough time with them, you will learn so much about so many things. So with that said, I do want to thank all of you guys for tuning in and listening and staying with us. All of our live studio audience. Make sure that you tune into Bedroom Talks on Sundays from 9 to 11.
Bedroom Topics.
Each and every Sunday. That's when you can get real adult-like and talk to the people. They are a married couple that has been married for a long time. They have a lot of great insight. Also, big shout outs to Didi, who's celebrating her birthday this weekend. Shout out to Super Woke Javi, who's getting ready to welcome his new baby in. Shout out to Reclaim Your Dignity for being out here teaching us how to reclaim our dignity. We'll be hearing more about her later in the upcoming weeks. But with that said, people, it is Cinco de Mayo. If you haven't already, go take a few shots. You're a few shots behind. We are outside. So you guys have a beautiful day. Be safe, be honest, be loving, and have a great weekend. We'll see you bright and early on Monday. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Adios. Adios.
Spark FM Online.
Mami, a mí me gusta tu descendencia entera. ¿Por qué? Porque ella me da
la mamá de 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 la mamá.
Casi pega los dientes con una abuelita.
The only thing that does matter is great music, and you will find it here.
The all-new Spark